Wait a hot second. Is the Final Fantasy XIV music even audible for y'all? Because if it's not, that's something I'm gonna have to fix. Hello, my dears. We'll start the game in a couple minutes here. If anybody is watching the stream, please let me know how the audio is. It's always a learning process. She finals on my fantasy till I XIV Shadowbringers. You nerd, Riku. Okay, real talk though. How is the audio? Is the game is audible? Just let me know if I ever need to turn it down or turn it up or whatnot. Thank you for popping in, by the way. At 8:05, I'll switch over to regular mode and we'll go from there. I already put together the character design for my potato. There's just a couple things I want to show off at the start of stream before we get started proper. Yeah, so making your little guy? So, when I make my character, I'm going to have to, once I create my bean, accept all of my mail and then log out and log back in to get the rest of that mail. Because of how many packages I have over the years. You're making food? Good, you deserve a good food. Get yourself a thing. Yeah, you're gonna have to do the same thing, Riku. Let's be real here. Especially if you got one of the really nice little earrings from the, I think it was Shadowbringers or Endwalker, that gives you an XP boost. It's a lot of mail. Hey Acer and hey Jake! I hope everybody's had supper. I hope everybody's taking care of yourselves. Yeah, Endwalker and Dawntrail. Well, I know one of them's an Aetherite and one of them's also blue. I don't remember what it's from. But yeah, I think I've got like 40 something mailings that my new character is going to have to accept. So that's something I'm gonna have to do. But yeah, y'all will have to let me know how the audio is moving forward through the stream. Azamia's. See, I don't think I have that one. Azama's. I know I've got the. We'll see. We'll see. I don't remember off the top of my head. But either way, it is time. So, I had brought us to this screen. First, just so, because music pretty. Yeah, I thought Dawntrail pre-order. Yeah, that tracks. So, I know that pretty much everybody watching the stream is already familiar with Final Fantasy XIV, but a couple quick things I wanted to go over is, when this game was first released, it didn't do very well. Spoony shirt time. Yeah, that I don't know as much as I do on this subject as I do about some other things. But what I can say is, so when Final Fantasy XIV was first released, it wasn't doing well. It was around for what, 1 or 2 years? And it was really not doing well So they brought in a couple of new people, namely Yoshi P, who is the current director of Final Fantasy XIV. His idea was to do a soft reset of the game, to shut it down completely, take some time to redevelop it, and bring it back. One of the really cool things about how he did this is he incorporated it into the story of the game. So, at the end of the old game, there was a big fighty event, and there was a meteor coming down on the planet. And this game begins at 5 years or so after that meteor. Well, it wasn't a meteor, it was the moon. Turns out it was pretty cool. I was gonna say, Nocturne, were you one of the folks who played the original 14? I can't recall. I've got a couple friends who did. Anyway, so this game occurs in-game 5 years afterward. There was a... Oh, hey, Lizard Fox, thank you for popping in. Get the shotgun. Moon's haunted. It's accurate. So, to make a long story short, our characters in this game are fighting an empire. The empire fuck around and find out and, like, destroy one of the moons. The moon contains Bahamut. And, like, a bunch of... The shards of the moon rained down on our country, Eorzea, and destroyed a lot of it, caused a lot of damage. He was inside the moon. A moon that wasn't a moon had a dang dragon in it. It's true. But yes, so during that event, a bunch of different characters had to come together and try to reseal Bahamut, and it only partially worked, to my understanding. So yes, saying that, I want to show A Realm Reborn title movie thing. This is the cutscene that the previous game ended with, and this redone version of the game opened with. It's called that's why this version of the game is called A Realm Reborn, because that's literally what it is. The moon literally coming down on the planet. Bahamut had been imprisoned there millennia ago by the previous really elegant empire, the previous empire. And the empire fucked around and found out. Nocturne, you are absolutely valid. Oops. This is the Battle of Cartano, where the Empire and the forces of Eorzea came together. So, the Empire cannot use magic or ether. The people in Eorzea and most of the rest of the planet can. Where's the one ring? Valid. Cid looks so young there. The point where the very beautiful ballad turns into a rock opera. I love, I love the music in this game so fucking much. This Raid Shadow Legend cutscene looks wild. Sid, without much facial hair, really does hit different. He's such a baby without it. We're okay, we made our saving throws. Sort of Nocturne. Bahamut is considered... There's a reason the Allagans put him away. But... He angry, just gonna miss Snickers. This is them trying to seal Bahamut again. And that's... So... This is something that will be explained in the story, but Bahamut as he exists cannot be permitted to exist because he's no longer a living entity. He is a primal. And this is pretty much if the Empire just rolled a nat 1 and Louis Suave rolled the nat 20. I mean, you're not wrong. Base Louis Suave. Is the game audio, like, is it audible enough for y'all? I really have no way of knowing. So this was, like I said, the cutscene that players were greeted with at the end of the old game and the beginning of the new. Bahamut was a god of another country, the Allagans... It's more... Not really Nocturne, it's more that the very presence of a primal sucks the life force from the entire planet around it. Bahamut, the original Bahamut, was killed, and the Bahamut that we just saw in that cutscene is a primal. He was summoned. That's just his profile for affinity. No, the primals have consciousness, but it's limited to some degree. And the very presence of a primal is deadly to the planet. Odin. Zippers are out, belts are in. Yes, the majority of primals, a big part of the plot in the original in like the base game of 14 is you fighting primals, because once they're defeated, they are no longer summoned and therefore no longer literally sucking the life from the planet. I'm not sure how far I will get in the story tonight because I do plan on being thorough. Um, no, these chocobos are all leg day. Um, and that's fair. This game does take a concerted effort to get through. So I'm gonna make my new character on Dynamis because it's the newest thingamajig. Oh, hey Brian, thank you so much for popping it. Uh-oh. Oh no. Riku, wasn't this something that just happened to you? Uh-oh. All the No! No, not when I'm trying to make a new character. No, come on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it figures. The game, oh no. What the hell? Riku, I'm blaming you. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It's every server? What's with this timing? Give me a sec, give me a sec. It's every North American server? I blame Riku too. God damn it, now I'm upset. I was legitimately really excited. Well, give us a sec. Give us a sec. I'm trying to get us back up. Wonder. Oh, there it goes again. Which is, it's so weird because this is clearly a concerted attack to stop me from making my potato. How dare they? I have the perfect name for my potato and I already put together her design. Okay, let's give this. Been watching most popular girls in school with J. I am spicy. Potato erasure. Oh my good. Yeah, no, I see that too, Nocturne. Which is why I don't really understand. You got a perfect name? Yeah, I also have a perfect name. Okay. So it is just North America. Europe, Japan, and the Oceania, like. And it's not like I can just. It's the height of stupidity for me to try to create um, a character on a European server when I don't have any European friends and it's so far away. Worst case scenario, I suppose we just do this another night. Just heard from another streamer, the NA servers just got hit with Dalamont. So Dalamont is the name of the planet, the moon that oof. I enjoy the fact that they're on the is Final Fantasy 14 up page thingamajig. It like the page views went from 0 to thousands in the course of like 5 minutes. Well, okay then. So it's this isn't a DDoS. What is there any indication as to what it might be? An intern may have tripped on a power cable. Oh, I don't know. I guess now be gone before somebody drops a planet on you too. Ah, I ext. Yeah, I know there's an ad break coming. I wish it would at least let me get to the point where I could read the character stuff out to y'all. I'm just gonna cut out the middleman and summon Bahamut directly. I mean, fair. Let's see. Obviously, we can't watch Heaven's Word because it's got spoilers. Is the opening movie the same?
Heidelin. A vibrant planet blessed by the light of the crystal. Amid azure seas, encompassing the westernmost of the three great continents, there lies a realm embraced by gods and forged
It's been so
by
long since I
heroes.
watched this.
Her name, Eorzea. The annals of Eorzean
Oh,
history
Brian, I
chart
love
the
having you
lives of a
around.
succession of
That
great
also sounds really good, like really good
civilizations,
ice cream.
each one enjoying an age of peace,
I appreciate
the
all of your
astral
presents.
eras. To date, all have proven ephemeral. In the year 1572 of the sixth and most recent astral era, the Northern Empire of Garlemald amassed a great army at the heart of Eorzea, seeking dominion over all. Rising in desperate resistance, the forces of the Eorzean
And the thing
alliance
is,
met
Kit, you
what
don't gotta
becomes
stick
in
with
the
an alt
field.
you make. They can
Yet,
just be
even
something
as
you
the
use
battle
as a
raged, the lesser
like a one-off.
Dalamut was plucked from the heavens through imperial machination. From its core emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who unleashed his fury upon the realm.
Brian, you do gotta dress up in house.
The devastation brought Eorzea to its knees and the era to its end.
Such devastation! This was not my intention.
5 years have come and gone. The light of life still shines upon Eorzea. Man labors tirelessly to raise himself from the calamity's ruin.
Such hydration.
The realm is forever changed, a stranger to him once more. Yet heedless of what lies ahead, he shall press on. Spurred by the promise of peace and prosperity. Amid this period of great change, an adventurer, arrives in Eorzea.
See,
One whose
let's
tale is
excut the
yet
whole idea.
unwritten.
We could do the Oceanic server, I suppose. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the packet loss would be pretty intense.
May he ever walk in the light of the crystal.
May he ever walk in the light of the crystal. So yes, we've Europe, the Japanese data center, and the Oceania data center are fine. I mean, I guess I could make my potato over there. Uh-oh. I'm looking at this is Final Fantasy 14 up thingamajiggy, and some of the Europe servers are starting to have some weird ping issues. Concern noises. Oh yeah, that crystal there, gorsh, very invasive, that one. Oop. Yeah, if I try to create a character again, the odds are good it's simply going to crash once more. What's over? Oh, the ad? Which is weird because in my side it says it's still in progress. Do we just make a... do I... The best ways... trying to think of the best ways to handle this situation. I don't know if I should end... You made Tony Hawk as an... amazing. Absolutely incredible. He even kind of You made Senator Armstrong too. You shitpost central. I swear to God, I've got all plans if we just want to chill. I don't. You didn't get the ad? Huh. That's good. Yeah, the thing's still down per the website. On my side it says the ad is still here for another 30 seconds. I've got Final Fantasy Pixel games. I mean, that's true, those are fun. I'm seeing how my input is with Oceanic. Yeah, let me know. Worst case scenario, we just put our beans on there. So obviously all of these daily centers are named after various things. You've got Ether, I think Primal and Crystal were some of the original ones. Like Balmung, and my main is on Hyperion. I mean, I guess I can try to make a bean on my that's really hard to say, because I really do enjoy a lot of them for very different reasons. And also, I don't remember what most of the names of the games are. I will always have the game with Cecil the Dark Knight who turns into a paladin. That game's one of my favorites because I really enjoy the story. I like the one that has Terra as a main character. I think that game's really cool. Servers are up? Shit. Then let's get this party started. Now, where are you seeing that they're up? Because is the Final Fantasy website down thing still says it's down? Riku, they all still say offline here. Not the critically acclaimed. Oh boy. Terra's Final Fantasy VI. I am so bad with remembering numbers on those earlier games, and I really don't know why. Because they are all distinct games with their own everything. I would Part of me would really love a in-depth, really good remake of those early games with a similar fighting style to modern Final Fantasies, and part of me is terrified that they would just fuck it up. Dissidia helped me learn a lot of the FF pairings. Hmm, good point. Well, everything still appears to be offline. So you know what? Uh, well, obviously Japan's even further away than Australia. We're not making one on the Japanese server. And we're also not making one on Europe. Because, yeah. Oh, 5 is Bart's. I do enjoy Bart's. He's an interesting bean. Club Penguin time. 4 is Cecil. Okay. 2 has pros and cons for sure. Oh, I don't know. Do I make my bean on the Oceania data center even though I'm not going to keep my bean there and I would be taking up room from people who actually live in Australia? Because that. Yeah. I do find it absolutely hilarious that Gilgamesh can always be assumed to be Gilgamesh from 5. Yeah, like Riku, I don't think you were necessarily lied to because it does look like the servers came up for like a couple of minutes, a few minutes ago, and then went immediately back down. The hero from 1 did get a name for Dissidia. So, fun fact, that character does appear in 14, or a version of him does, but just as the prototypical warrior of light. Um, well, I don't want to continue wasting your time. And we have no way of knowing when the game will come back up. So, kind of bummed because I was really looking forward to this. But I guess people are gonna do what they're gonna do as far as games go. In this case, who knows what caused this problem? I really don't want to pay 20 bucks to transfer my character around to a different server. Most of the Final Fantasies I have. Well, let's see. mean, I do have a good chunk of them, but none of them are installed right this second. Yeah, it's like 20 bucks to transfer your character. Yeah, I've got 7 through 13. Well, actually 7 through 15 on my computer here. But none of them are downloaded. If you pay 3, will you name them after this? Of course I will. Okay, I guess I'll just try this again another time. I don't know. I really don't want to play the original 7 because I want to play the remake on stream. 8, I'm not. I cannot play 8. 9's not bad. Yeah, I was gonna say Kit's gotta be Kit as a character is red mage, but Kit as a player is white mage. Yeah, the thing is, I love the story of 8, but I can't play it. And I also cannot play Triple Triad for the life of me. No, that's spoilers, that's spoilers. No. Hey, Sandra. Hope everybody's doing alright. I love 10 and would like to play a game of that, but playing a new game of that requires me to then play Blitzball, which is not something I can handle. Yeah, the story could be best in the world, but it wouldn't matter because I hate the battle and leveling system so much. Yeah, that's valid. Kit, I didn't ask you to send me anything. Also, uh, I don't see anything on Steam right this second. Okay, if that's what you want me to do. Okay, I guess we're playing Final Fantasy III once it downloads. I appreciate it, guys. Oh, Brian, that was very sweet of you. I also played the DS version of this game. There's no scuff like Steam Scuff. Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. let's just set everything up on my side. I have 3, need to buy the Pixel remix when I get the money. It's so funny that the official FF14 server status says everything is okay. Yeah! Yeah, that tracks. Well, FFXIV says it's running, but it's not. Oh, now it is. Oh. Give me a sec, sorry y'all. Okay, first off, we are not... There. Okay, let's see. Let's just... This might be as good as I'm gonna get it. There. Let me update my thing here. Give me just a sec. I had to update streaming stuff. Okay. Oh. Give me a sec, because I just realized this is not gonna work. This specific... Yeah, we're gonna have to do... something closer to this, so I can actually view it. Yes, thank you. You centering the game reminded me of the old Muppet skits when the big dude had moved the sign wrong. Don't you sass me, young man. Okay. What were we doing here? Sure. Wait, no! No, this is gonna be Kit, because it's red. Then... Sure, because it's blue. Who should... But then we've got another one. Green. Who should be green? You know what? This pink one could be Travis. Or it could be Noct. Sure, done. Into the silence, one of the Gulgans prophesied, the great earthquake was only the beginning. The tremors tore the land asunder. The crystals, sources of the world's light, were swallowed into the depths as monsters emerged. Let me read! Yet that was nothing compared to the catastrophe to come. Something fathomless, ominous and laden with sorrow looms on the horizon, but hope is not yet gone completely. 4 souls will be blessed with the power of light, and so it shall begin. Four orphans raised by Topapa in the rural village of Or were out to test their mettle. They came across a cave, one of the very same that formed when the crystals were lost to the earth. I'm pretty sure I have the Switch version of this game. Not Switch. 3DS. What started as a simple game of exploration became so much more. Oops. I didn't mean to skip. I hope that was the end of the cutscene. Ouch. Looks like we fell through a sinkhole. Now what do we do? Are you sure this is a good idea? Maybe we can climb out. You want to go exploring. Don't be such a scaredy cat. What if, when this happens in these games, it's like 3 orphans and this snail they had in their pocket? Honestly, that would be so hilarious, and I would be so happy. Hey, quit squabbling, you two. We need to find a way out of here. Go forth, Onion Knights. The Onion Knights are so cute. Alright, bud. Let's kick some butt. What were those monsters doing here? We're in over our heads. Let's get out as fast as possible. Okay. Tab. Got it. Alright, let's go do a murder. Got a potion. Gotta love the shield. Did I do it correctly is the question. No, that's not what I meant to do. Hey, Gino! Thank you for popping in. Okay, so that did go correctly. A knife! No! Huh? What is it? There's something strange about that rock. Aw, Gino, I love that. My first Final Fantasy was 10, but only because I didn't have any of the earlier Nintendo consoles to play the earlier ones on. There's something strange about that rock. Now that you mention it. Since they are kids, I want to either picture a big scary field knife or just a butter knife from home. Pretty sure it's just a butter knife. Alright. Get his ass! Geodude. Leather shield! Nocturne can get it. Antarctic Wind. There's a collection of these for Switch that I want physically, but it's like over $100. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah. Yeah. How was the volume, by the way? Is it too loud? Not loud enough? Yay! Me and Nocturne leveled up. Oh no, we all leveled up. Thank you, Potion. Hey, yeah. The remakes are very vibrant, if nothing else. Yeah. Alrighty, thank you. Looks like it. Look, it's a spring. Yeah, but why is it such an odd color? Let's take a sip. Okay, which one of us is that? That's gotta be Matt, right? That's gotta be Riku that's saying that. I'm not too sure about this. That's me. Matt, we were talking, like, the characters brought up the idea of sipping this water. The party drinks from the wellspring. Wow, I feel revitalized. HP and MP restored. KO'd allies revived. You would, yeah. Well, no. Oh, Baja Blast. Bad things? Oh no. That's some good fucking water. Alright. Oh, the wind crystal. What's going on? A malicious force attacks the party. The fucking command strip holding up my power outlet strip just fell and fell onto your foot. Oh no! Of course, the music's a bop. It's that spring in the hole in the bunker. God. The music's just so good. Okay, listen, I like the Crystal Tower raids, okay? Fight me. I think they're kind of great. Everybody has leveled up. I like them the first 100 times. Okay, see, that's your problem. You're the one who's playing them a billion times. Sounds like a you problem. The crystal shines brightly. You four have been chosen. Whoa, that crystal's talking. Hear, feel, think. I give unto you the last of my light, and with it the last hope of a fading world. As things stand, light shall soon disappear, and the balance of the world shall be destroyed. Accept the light into your hearts, and the crystals will grant you unimaginable strength. You've been chosen to be the bearers of our final chance at hope. You cannot allow light to fade from the world. The party is enveloped in a bright light. I ain't falling for this again, Genova. Crystal darkness be like. I mean, you're not wrong. Cope. Seethe. Mauled. Here, child, a knife, so you may stab your enemies. Within the light, the will of the crystal surge through them. They decide to accept their destiny. And so began a journey to dispel the darkness and return light to the world. All rise for our national anthem. The young heroes receive the crystal's power. What do you have there? A knife! No! Aw, petty kitty. And with it, the world's last light of hope. Warrior, monk, white mage, black mage, and red mage jobs now available. Step upon the magical sigil to be transported to the surface. Embrace your destiny, warriors of light. You now have cholera. Keep watching my one friend on my stream, friendless, keep launching 14. Oh no! Warriors of light, only you can restore it, for yours is the light that can balance out the darkness. Oh shit! What do you want to be, Riku? Red mage? Okay. Oh, same. Like, 14 has ruined me for this melody. I turn everyone into monks for the HP gains, and then once I do the first few things, I switch to mages. Okay, well, we might as well have Kit be the white mage. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again and live. What should I be? We don't have Dragoon, but I can be Monk. Nocturne, what do you want to be? We've already got enough mages, so yes, I think the last two should be physical classes. I could keep my character as Onion Knight and have Nocturne be Monk, maybe. What do you folks think? No? Not Onion? Warrior for now until we get more jobs. Got it. Places ley lines on the monster's head. They do that thing where at the very end you can get rare drops from Onion and make them insane. Yeah, that tracks. Oh, that's right. Formation is a thing you can actually change. I forgot. that Why, if it isn't you four rascals, where'd you run off to? What's that? Saving the world? Aren't you getting a bit old for make-believe? The wellspring water from the sanctuary can restore the health of those who have received the light of crystal, even from the brink of death. How do you know this? Sir? How do you know this? King Sasune's castle lies to the west. He rules the region surrounded by the Parameni Mountains, including this village. If you want to use an item, just select it from the list when it appears. Why not use a potion on me to try it out? By gum, that cured my aching back. Thank you, youngsters. Here, take this with my regards. Received echo herbs. The elders await you inside. It seems that Don sensed what befell you all. He always did have a strong connection with the spirit world. Clearly that guy went to the cave too. I guess so. It is the village, the quintessential village of villages, a universal constant. You know, I didn't track that, but yes, that is exactly what the implication here is, isn't it? Sir, when the earthquake hit, the crystal altar sank deep underground. Oh, the world is destined for ruin. You should never leave home without a spell of cure. I saw one in a shed deeper into in the thicket. Careful though, there are monsters along the path. I'm picking flowers. Wait, is this? Okay, no. To the south is the town of Kazas, but no one ventures out that far since the Great Earthquake. Word has it that the route is overrun with monsters. Oh, Knight is only good at level 99. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Alright, well, let's go along with the plot. Yes, the spirits have told me exactly what befell you. Now, go speak with Elder Topapa. I believe he has some words of wisdom for you. Okay, but what's this? Ah, Healy stuff. Is this also Healy stuff? Okay, yes. More of Riku's Baja Blast. It's Nina, a motherly figure to the four orphans. Take care in your journey. You know how I worry so. It's Homak, one of the town elders. In order to understand the power you've been granted by the crystal, you need to be true to your heart. It's Topapa, the elder who raised the four orphans. Topapa, we... I know. To think that you four would be chosen by the light. Kit, Shara, Riku, and Nocturne. You must understand that such a meeting was no mere chance. The crystal willed you to it. Such is its power. Your souls have been touched by light. You cannot let the strength you've been granted go to waste. You must depart at once and seal away the powers of darkness. Safe travels, my children. Damn, we got like 3 dads and a mom. Kit and I just giving Coons a side-eye. Gee, Billy, why does your family get 3 dads and I only get 2? Bye, kids! Have fun saving the world! Can I have some free magic, sir? What can I do for you? Well... Alright, who gets Poisona? Sir, these are children, teens at best. Please slow your roll. Somebody needs it, and we're gonna give it to... I don't know a dad here. Dad was like, well, you guys got powers. No, go fight these scary monsters and try not to die. Riku about to poison the entire forest. Is Poisona not... Wait. Is poison... I thought Poisona removed poison. Yeah, it's not the poison itself, it's what heals it. Okay, so I wasn't crazy. Therefore, we are giving this. I forgot one of my... Excuse me? I forgot one of my Dynamis alts was named 1984 and Male Housewife. Where Riku will still have magic to assuage his lust. You used to be able to earn a kid if it caused poison. Alright, You're a white mage, not a white mage. Terrible. Oh wait, hello. Oh my, you're a tenacious bunch to find me in here. Tell you what, I'll give you my secret potion stash. Just check the well. Are we gonna get attacked down here? I guess not. Where's my Dia spell? Too high level for us, it seems. Can I just say how deeply amused I am at, like, this version of the game? It's, like, the quality of the water in comparison to the rest of... Awesome, my potions? They're down there. In the well. I believe there's a cure potion in here, they said? Or a cure magic. See that candle furthest to the right? It's actually the switch for a hidden door. I got caught off guard because I didn't realize there was monsters. You see that crit? I punched that combo into oblivion. Leather armor, dagger, cure, leather armor, longsword. Well, obviously. Kitty's sick because he isn't about that edge life. Wait, why does my oh, cause oh right, no. Wait, can... Okay, yes, the squishier people need armor. Right, got it. Like, I just started my alt and I forgot I had crystals. What do you mean you just started your alt? Are you saying shit is back up? I got Mike 1 and 2 to punch people. Are you folks okay with it if I were to switch back to FF14? Or would you rather I stick to this? Nocturne, you have the judge and jury on both fists. 48, 7. I would, if it's okay with you folks, I think I'd rather go back to 14 at least briefly. You hit them with a stick, what'd you think? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I did a quick save. Wait, where does it let me save? Do I have to be outside the town? Yes, I do. I don't trust it. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to be so wishy-washy. I should really just stick with this now, but... Okay. Let me restart 14 here. That said, Kit, I will absolutely play more of this. I will make a fool of myself because I haven't really played much of 3 and I don't really know how the older games work really well, but I will play more of this. FFV has been my go-to-bed timed laptop game. That's fair. Alright. Let's try this again. Oop. I appreciate your patience, guys. Ugh. I swear to God, Riku, if it goes down again, I'm gonna cry. Why is it taking so long to connect to Dynamis? No! Did it go down again? Riku, did it go down again for you too, or am I just unlucky? It's just me, okay? Oh my god! What is my life? Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Let's go to Dynamis. Worst case scenario, I find a different data center to fuck around with. But come on. Oh my god, okay. Okay, I don't know what the fuck is up with that, but, alright. So it looks like my version of the game said no to playing on Dynamis. So we're gonna have to make a new, whatever server I make my new character on, it can't be on Dynamis. Okay then. Well, I'll have to choose a different thing. Yeah, no, like Nocturne just sent me a thing. All the servers are up. I guess just my game doesn't like Dynamis. Okay, well let's try something different then. You know what? Let's just stick on Primal. Let's just make a new character somewhere on Primal. Come on, be nice to me. Okay, good. Okay. We're gonna... Well, actually, first, new character. I want to read the descriptions of the different types of beings. I would like to... I know that I'm repeating a lot of stuff that other folks who are familiar with the game might not know, but I'd like to be thorough. So to begin with, we've got... insert gift from The Office. It's happening. So we've got Hyors, which are Hears, this game's version of humans. The Hyur are said to have first traveled to Eorzea from her surrounding continents and islands. 3 great migratory waves later, they are now the most populous of all the civilized races. They exhibit a relatively modest physique, both in height and build, and are known for their peculiarly short, rounded ears. Hyurs are well suited for traveling long distances by foot, a trait thought to account for their swift proliferation. Their espousal of an eclectic variety of languages and traditions is a legacy of their diverse heritage, as is their resulting lack of a unified cultural identity. So there's 2 different types of each race. The Midlander clan comprises over half of the total population of Eorzean's Hyors. They have established themselves throughout every city of the realm and lead lives as diverse as their heritage. Trained in letters from infancy, the Midlanders are generally much more educated than many of the other races and clans. Despite the fact that males tend to be slightly taller than females, there are no significant differences between the genders. Then you get the Highlanders. The Highlanders were the first of the Hyur to reach Eorzea. Their name derives from their long tradition of building strongholds in the mountains. Compared to their Midland brethren, the Highlanders are noticeably larger in bulk. Of late, Highlanders have become an increasingly rare sight in Eorzea. Their number represented almost exclusively by those who fled Alamigo after its fall, and now work in the desert city-state of Ul'dah as mercenaries and sellswords. Share no idea how you can pronounce these words. That's fair. There's a lot so back in college, there was like a job fair or something, and I actually got to briefly meet somebody who helped. There was somebody who worked on the translation and localization of Final Fantasy XII, and we had a brief because I was an English major, we had a brief discussion about how wordiness, how to get like that European old-fashioned language, and it's fascinating what they decide to do. Elezen are the elves, of course. In former times, the Elezen were the sole inhabitants of Eorzea, claiming dominion over her. Traditionally a nomadic people, the tall, slender Elezen believed the realm to be theirs by divine right. Unfortunately, this belief made the eventual appearance of the Hyur in their multitudes akin to an invasion, and a long history of conflict ensued. Ultimately, the Elezen diverged into the 2 clans that exist today. The Wildwood Elezen took to the forest to protect their homeland, while the Duskwhite Elezen withdrew to caves and subterranean, opting instead to avoid all contact with any but their own. So there's 2 of these folks as well. The Duskwhite. Centuries ago, a number of Elezen sought out a life of peace and seclusion in the depths of Eorzea's caves and caverns. Today they are called the Duskwhite, though to their Wildwood cousins they're known simply as the Greys, after their preference for darkness and stone. Grass starter or ground. The cave-dwelling ways of the Duskwhite persist, with some among them turning to robbery and pillaging to survive, earning them the scorn of their woodland relatives. There are a few differences between the genders, but Duskwhite females are often regarded as being the more passionate and unyielding of the 2. Give me a sec, I want to show the female versions too. And then you've got the Wildwood. For hundreds of years, the Wildwood Elezen have lived in the relative safety of Eorzea's lush forests. With the formation of Eorzea's governments, however, many Wildwood ventured forth from the forest, drawn to the exhilarating cosmopolitanism of nearby Gridania. There is minimal dimorphism between the 2 genders, although males are genetically considered to be milder and more chivalrous in demeanor. Among their dusk-white brethren, wildwood Elezen are referred to as greens for their love of the forest. I've always hated the Elezens in this game. Their necks are weirdly long. I will say that. By the way, there's an ad in 5 minutes that I cannot snooze. Okay. Alright, well, let's go back because we're not sticking with... I'll read we're sticking with Lalafell, so I will read their stuff in a moment here. Mikote. The ancestors of the Mikote made their way to Eorzea during the Age of Endless Frost, traversing the frozen seas in pursuit of the wildlife upon which they subsisted. Adaptation to a hunting lifestyle has fashioned them with a keen sense of smell, powerful legs, and a tail which provides them with exceptional balance. It is a kitty! Mikote are known to be very territorial, and many individuals tend to lead solitary lifestyles, particularly males. We have the standard... Well, no, we've got the Seekers of the Sun and the Keepers of the Moon. Meow meow. Seekers of the Sun. The self-proclaimed Seekers of the Sun are the diurnal clan of the Mikote race. Their preference for the warm light of day pervades all aspects of their culture, as is apparent in their devout reverence for Azema, the Warden, Keeper of the Sun and Goddess of Inquiry. They are perhaps best known for their striking eyes, the result of their vertically aligned pupils and faintly colored irises. It's also not uncommon for their eyes to be disparately colored from birth, a trait considered auspicious amongst their kind. Secret tribes can be found throughout Eorzea, with large concentrations appearing near Limsa Lominsa and the Segoli Desert. And then you've got the Keepers of the Moon. The nocturnal among the Mikote have dubbed themselves as the Keepers of the Moon. Shying from the garish light of day, they revel in the shroud of night, with most offering their piety to Menfina, the lover, goddess of the moon. They are distinguishable from their diurnal cousins by their darker fur, larger ears, rounder eyes, more pronounced canines, and longer, skinnier tails. These folks do have tails. The ritual application of war paint to the face is still regularly practiced, as it is believed the vivid colors grant lunar powers. After a great many summers of conflict with the people of Gridania, the Keepers have finally made amends with the people of the Sylvan city-state, with some even choosing to make their homes there. And, let's see... We've got the Rogadin, who are also some of my favorites. The boys are a bit more chunky, the gals... I'm kind of upset that I can't make a gal just as chunky. Oh yeah, fun fact, the Mikote Seekers of the Sun are highly patriarchal, with the titles Noon breeding males and Tia for all others. Young males are born as Tia and must either assume none by defeating one in simple combat or leave the community to find a harem of his own. Versus, So that is for the Seeker of the Sun. The Seekers of the Moon are highly matriarchal, and, the males are named after their mothers. We've got the Rogadin. Known for their brawny builds and piercing eyes, the Rogadin are the largest and most rugged of Eorzea's races. The majority of the realm's Rogadin belong to Seawolf clan, a maritime people who earn their keep on or by the sea, be it as sailors, fishermen, or pirates. Comparatively fewer in number are the Hellsguard, who are known for their more earnest demeanors and can often be found working as bodyguards and smithies. That wasn't the plot of Mufasa. Hellsguard. The Hellsguard are a Rogadin clan with body and mind tempered by the unforgiving heat of the volcanic regions they inhabit. Believing these mountains of flame to be gates to the underworld, their land has for centuries stood vigil to prevent the passage of souls back to the realm of the living. Tactical mid-drift. Yeah, basically. As the harsh environs of their homelands produce little sustenance, the second and third born are often sent forth from their mountain villages, with many and more making their way to the great cities. It is there that their sheer girth and steely demeanors place them in a high demand as soldiers and sellswords, allowing the young of even the largest families to surpass their elder siblings in prosperity. And the Seawolves. Long ago, no vessel or coastal village was safe from the fury of the Seawolves and their maritime brand of brutality. The mere mention of the clan was enough to strike fear into the hearts of any who drew their livelihood from the sea. The Seawolves originally hail from the islands of the far north seas, where they still subsist as fishermen and women. The ad break is about to come in like 15 seconds here. I'm sorry in advance. I'm going to continue reading the descriptions through the break. It was not until the large-scale deployment of Lumsalaminsa's armada that the Seawolves' appetite for piracy diminished. Now it is not uncommon to see them employed as sailors or naval mercenaries on all manner of vessels. However, they have never forgotten the ways of their homeland, and still use the ancient Rogadan language in their names. Every race in this game has some, naming conventions. Like, here are the most wide open as far as they do their names. Elysian names tend to be French, or otherwise somewhat complex. Lalafels tend to obsess with repeated syllables. Like Tataru Itaru is a character that shows up later on, and it's a repeated syllables thing. And for each race, A B B A. For each race, typically each version, like the Sea Wolves versus the Hellguard, for example, will have different ways of naming themselves. Yeah, Riku's got it. We've got the Aura, who are a pretty recent development. Now, the male and female Aura are insultingly different. It bothers me a lot, actually. Give me a big buff dragon lady. Like, this is just kind of sad. This is just Makote 2.0. Aura. The curved horns and beautifully patterned scales that characterize the Aura oft give rise to speculation that members of this hero-like race, native to the far eastern continent of Othard, are, in fact, the progeny of dragons. This, however, has long been disputed, with scholars citing several distinct differences in the two races as evidence of decidedly dissimilar roots. The first and foremost being that the enhanced hearing and spatial recognition granted by Aura's cranial projections, traits not attributed to draconian horns, and the second being the gross disproportion in body mass between Auri females and males, again a trait widely unseen in dragons. We've got the Ryan. Auri creation myth tells of a dawn father and a dusk mother from whom all Aura are descended. The Ryan believe their veins to run thick with the blood of the former. Their brilliant white scales and iron wills serve as proof of this divine heritage. Unlike their sister clan, the Zela, who bloodied the land with endless tribal conflict, the Ryan have embraced a life of tranquility and solitude, long abandoning the nomadic lifestyle of their ancestors to settle the deep valleys of Othard's mountainous eastern reaches. Only on rare occasions will one emerge from the valley mist to seek adventure in realms afar. And you've got the Zela. Or Zala, I don't really know. Auri, so the Zala believe their veins to run thick with the blood of the latter, their lustrous black scales and fiery wills serving as proof of their divine heritage. So the Dusk Mother. Unlike their sister clan, the Ryan, who leave solitary lives hidden behind the savage peaks of Othard's eastern reaches, the Zala are free spirits who roam the vast western steppe in close-knit tribes, hunting, gathering, and warring, as their ancestors have for countless generations. So we don't get to encounter the place where this race comes from until Stormblood, which is the second expansion. A fascinating thing, though, is that for the clothing and some of the stuff in that expansion is pretty heavily based on real-life Mongolian tribes, which is pretty fucking cool. Yeah, it's really neat. Let's see, we've got the Hrothgar. So, female Hrothgar were only just barely announced. Up until recently, we only had the males, which are these chunky boys. You know, Kimari, as of Final Fantasy X fame. Only recently have we gotten the ladies, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed. They're kind of pretty, but I wanted them to be chunkier. It's the Rogadan thing all over again. Give me chunky ladies. Hailing from the distant shores of Ilzabard, the Hrothgar are a burly people of lion-like appearance. Or the males are, at least. Females number so staggeringly few among their population, and thus are rarely so much as glimpsed by the other races. The Hrothgar's imposing countenance, mitigated not at all by their sharp claws and still sharper fangs, incited panic amongst Eorzeans upon their arrival. As they were also unable to communicate, initial interactions with the common folk often escalated into conflict. It was not until the Hrothgar gained mastery of the common tongue that fears were allayed, and in time they would be, as neighbors, welcome in all corners of the realm. We've got the Lost. Let me actually read the Hellions first. Hellions have traditionally been content to reside in southern Ilsabard with their respective tribes, devout servants to their queens, one and all. And thus they only but recently begun to make their presence felt throughout the remainder of the three continents. Though these Hrothgar initially had no word to describe themselves, scholars came to call them Hellions after observing how their lives all but revolve around their queen's needs, as planets circle the sun. And we've got the Lost. Unlike their Hellion brethren, the Lost are unbound by the whims of any reigning monarch, having long since found themselves bereft of the warm radiance of their queen. Most find that a nomadic lifestyle best suits their situation, and are known to play a variety of trades that align with their propensity to travel, seasonal laborer, mercenary, and peddler among them. And then we've got the Viera. Males were only recently released. We've had females for a while, though. Viera. Of tall stature and slender frame, the Viera's physical appearance is strikingly similar to that of the Heer and the Elizin, save for their distinct long ears. Adhering to a strict code known as the Green Word, they are prohibited from contact with the outside world under threat of exile. Their society is purely matriarchal, and males of age are seldom, if ever, found within the bounds of any village. They instead serve as protectors of the wood from the shadows, that no evil may ever encroach upon their sacred lands. Bunny. Vina. With skin as fair as the snow-capped mountains towering above, the Vina clan make their homes in the forest lining the southwestern foothills of the Scate Range. Like the members of their sister clan, the Vina live as hunters and gatherers, laboring not only to protect the woods, but to nurture them. As the winds of war swept up a number of those who left their mountain homes, many such hardened hunters chose to set out for the distant shores of Eorzea. And we have the Rava. Viera of the Rava clan live primarily in the Golmore jungle, their umber skin allowing them to readily blend in with their surroundings. Though the males stand as wards of the forest, the females are adept hunters and protectors in their own right, fiercely guarding their horns and their young. Despite attempts by the Dalmascans to subjugate them, they have ever maintained a self-governing dominion. Though most would adhere to the traditions of the wood, some few have chosen to venture out into the world. Sia. Dalmasca and Rabanastre does exist in 14, although we don't really encounter them until the 3rd expansion, and afterward. And now to the character we're actually going to play as, Lalafels. Males and females, there's not much difference there. I'm Captain Bosch von Rosenberg of Dalmasca! Lalafell. A wee people sporting short, rotund bodies, the Lalafell appear as no more than children to the eyes of most. Many of these nimble little folk hail from the islands of the South Seas, where they practice a simple agricultural lifestyle. It was not until the opening of maritime trade routes that the gradual migration of Lalafells to Eorzea began. Now one of the most well-established races in the realms, Lalafells can be found in great numbers in nearly every city. Though Lalafellan culture places great emphasis on blood relations, individuals are known for getting along amicably with members of all races. It is a me! So we've got 2 different Lalafells. My main character, Keldred, is a plainsfolk. From the flat landscapes of the Plainsfolk's home islands are where this Lalafellan clan takes its name. Their distinct hair coloration, a myriad of earthy and grassy tones, helps them blend in well with their environment, acting as an effective camouflage against would-be attackers. It was the simplicity of Lanoshka's grassy fields to those in their homeland which drew the first settlers to the island of Villebrand in what is now Limsa. They are a clever and opportunistic people, and crafty with their words. The generally accepted view of plainsfolk is that they are a vibrant lot with a penchant for excessive conversation. And then we've got the Dunesfolk. Perhaps the most unique characteristic of the Dunesfolk is their luminous eyes, a result of a glossy protective layer which covers the pupil, an evolutionary response to their homeland's glaring sunlight. Many individuals wear a small, traditional gemstone on their foreheads, a symbol of their zodiac sign. They are adamant about their scholasticism, placing the advancement of knowledge before all else. Other races tend to perceive male Dunesfolk as introverts, who care more for books, business, and the prosperity of Ul'dah, a city-state built upon Dunesfolk ingenuity, than the going-ons of the rest of the realm. So we're going to make a Dunesfolk this time. And we are also going to load the appearance data I made earlier. Say hello to the character I will be making. She's a Dunesfolk. And actually, oh, that's too funny. Yeah, cool. I specifically chose Dunesfolk this time because I had already made, I did make a potato. So, there's a bunch of different, there's months. This has no effect on gameplay. I'm just gonna choose one at random. The gods technically have also no effect on gameplay. I wanted it for the name. That's fair. So, and technically the name I chose is not going to exactly match the naming convention, but it's close enough. So, I'm going to read out the information about the gods. There are 12 gods worshipped by the peoples of Eorzea that they call the 12. Yeah. It is the god you worship in your character's birthday or just cute things. So we've got Halone. Halone, mover of glaciers and goddess of war, is the guardian deity of Ishgard. She commands the element of ice and is associated with the first moon of the Eorzean calendar. Halone is the daughter of Ralgar and a bitter rival of Nofaka. She is most often depicted as a relentless warrioress armed with a bronze great shield. Her symbol is 3 great spears. I think the gods are a relic of the original version of this game because I think I'm pretty sure I remember hearing about that. I think they did do something previously. Like, I think they gave you stats or something. Menfina. Menfina is a keeper of the moon and goddess of love. She commands the element of ice and is associated with the second moon on the Eorzean calendar. Menfina is the sister of Azema and the divine lover of Oshan. She is most often depicted as a maid carrying a round skillet. Her symbol is a full moon. I'm pretty sure this is what I chose for Keldred because of the skillet. It was a stats or passive. Yeah, that tracks. Thaliak. Thaliak, ruler of rivers and wisdom and god of knowledge, is the guardian deity of Sharlayan. He commands the element of water and is associated with the third moon of the Eorzean calendar. Thaliak is the father of Limlayan and a teacher of Beirgod. He is most often depicted as a reserved scholar holding an ashen staff. His symbol is the scroll. Nemea. Nemea? Nemea is the watcher of celestial bodies and goddess of fate. She commands the element of water and is associated with the fourth moon on the Eorzean calendar. Nemea is the younger sister of Althik and master of Ralgar. She is most often depicted as a weaver, donning a white silken veil. Her symbol is the spinning wheel. Limlayan. Limlayan, watcher of the seas and goddess of navigation, is the guardian deity of Limsalaminsa. She commands the element of wind and is associated with the fifth moon on the Eorzean calendar. Limlayan is the daughter of Thaliak and the elder sister of Nofaka. She is most often depicted as a strong fisherwoman wielding a long-bladed harpoon. Her symbol is the wave. Why are there 2 L's next to a Y? I'm calling 911. That's not uncommon, Acer. Think of the English. Well, it's because of naming conventions stolen from other languages. But think Lloyd. Lloyd as a name typically has 2 L's followed by a Y. Oshan. Oshan is the ruler of the mountains and god of travelers and vagrants. He commands the element of wind and is associated with the 6th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Oshan is the brother of Naldthal, and the close companion of Halone. He is most often depicted as a carefree ranger wielding a bow of yew. His symbol is the walking stick. See, something you gotta remember is English is like 3 or 4 languages in a trench coat pretending to be a cohesive language. It doesn't do a very good job. Birgot. Birgot is the purveyor of architecture and industry, and god of the arts. He commands the elements of lightning and is associated with the 7th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Birgot is the elder brother of Halone and pupil of Thaliak. He is most often depicted as an ardent smith with a 2-headed hammer. His symbol is the hand. Birgot. Basically, Ralger. Ralger, Breaker of Worlds, is the god of destruction and guardian deity of the now fallen nation of Alamigo. He commands the element of lightning and is associated with the 8th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Ralger is the father of both Birgot and Halone and serves as attendant to Nimia. He is most often depicted as a magus carrying a staff of bronze. His symbol is a shrieking meteor. Azema. Azema is the keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. She commands the element of fire and is associated with the 9th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Azema is the daughter of Althik and the elder sister of Menfina. She is most often depicted as a noble lady holding a golden fan. Her symbol is the radiant sun. Naldthal. Naldthal, overseer of the underworld and god of commerce, is the guardian deity of Ul'dah. He commands the element of fire and is associated with the 10th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Naldthal is the single manifestation of the deific twins Nald and Thal. He is most often depicted as a discerning merchant holding a balance. His symbol is the cowrie, an ancient shell currency. Nofaka. Nofaka, tender of soils and harvests and goddess of abundance, is the guardian deity of Gridania. She commands the element of earth and is associated with the 11th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Nofaka is the daughter of Azema and the younger sister of Limlaen. She is most often depicted as a jubilant farmer holding a scythe of steel. Her symbol is the spring leaf. Thal's balls. That is one thing. They do use, like, god body parts for swears in this, which I love. Althik. Althik is the surveyor of change in space and god of time. He commands the element of earth and is associated with the 12th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Althik is the father of Azema and Menfina and elder brother to Nimia. He was most often depicted as an austere emperor wielding a mithril great axe. His symbol is the hourglass. I'm going with Nofaka because I'm making a potato. We're going to be a DPS, and we're going to start in... Actually, let me read the descriptions real quick. Gladiators specialize in the handling of all manner of one-handed blades, from daggers to longswords, be they single or double-edged, straight or curved. A defining characteristic of the art is its emphasis on diverse combat tactics, training its members to bring their martial skills to bear in any situation. As such, there are practitioners who marry sword with shield, seeking to defend their fellow companions. Others opt for an empty offhand, choosing instead to focus entirely on their sword arm. In all instances, the ages-old art of the sword makes the gladiator a formidable adversary in any encounter. And I'll just read the thing on Ul'dah. The bustling commercial hub of Ul'dah sits amongst the desolate desert landscape of the southern Aldenard. Ul'dah culture is known for its affluence, and the wealth of the nation comes in large part from its abundant mineral resources and cloth crafting industry. Though it is the Sultana who claims sovereignty, true power is wielded by the Syndicate, a council sat by 6 of Ul'dah's most elite and influential. Naldthal is the nation's patron deity, and 2 great halls devoted to his 2 aspects lie in the east and west of the city. So the other tank is the Marauder. The Marauder is a combat specialist whose weapon of choice is the Great Axe, a fearsome arm emblematic of Eorzea's pirates. Their approach to battle is one of brute force, relying on strength and steel to crush enemies and sunder weapons. They are highly sought after for their ferocity and the intimidating presence, and are often employed to hunt down monsters plaguing the land or turn the tide of battle between warring nations. Lancer was also my first, and Unga Bunga, I hit so I heal. And basically, I'm not doing a healer or a tank in this case because I want to start off as a DPS. And I'm going to be going with Lancer because it was also my first and I'm comfortable with it. I'll read the thing about Limsa Lominsa. On the southern coast of the Isle of Vilbrand, under the shadow of ancient cliffs worn by the relentless onslaught of the Rotano Sea, lies the thalassocracy of Limsa Lominsa. Its economy is driven primarily by shipping, but boasts lucrative shipbuilding, fishing, and smithing industries as well. To maintain the safety of its maritime routes, the city employs a formidable navy known as the Knights of the Barracuda. Even so, pirate bands run rampant in nearby waters, reaving and pillaging. Okie doke, have a good rest of your day, eh, sir? Why are the other healers not listed? I could have sworn there's more healers than this. Oh well. Conjurer. Conjuring calls upon elemental forces present in nature and concentrates them to a potency at which spells can be woven. Through practice, meditation on the essence of creation, conjurers draw forth and absorb ether from their immediate surroundings. A wand or cane made from unworked wood is then utilized to focus the ether until it manifests as the desired spell. The seat of the Conjurer's Guild lies at Stilglade Fane in Gridania, where the voices of Eorzean's elementals are said to be the most powerful. And Eorzea. Gridania, rather. I honestly I totally forgot that Conjurer is the only class that starts out as strictly a healer. In the eastern reaches of the Aldenard landmass, home to vast, dense woodlands and coursing rivers, lies the forest nation of Gridania. The cityscape is a mosaic of labyrinthine waterways and great wooden structures, so gracefully constructed they seem part of the surrounding environment. The favorite goddess of the citizenry is Nofika, the matron, but great faith is also placed in the wisdom of the Seed Seers, young oracles who guide the nation based on the will of the forest elementals. And I'll quickly go over the other DPS. The path of the pugilist is one of incessant training aimed at mastering the traditional techniques of hand-to-hand combat. Though they command formidable power when unarmed, they are wont to use metal, leather, and bone weaponry to maximize their destructive potential. Their preference for fighting at close quarters makes negotiating distances an absolute necessity. This is why many pugilists are quick to learn that their lightweight gear allows for maximum agility, ensuring them better success in battle than does cumbersome plate or chain. Archer. The enduring popularity of the bow is a testament to its elegant design, but this simple weapon would be of little worth without the surpassing skill of those who master it, the archers. Projectile techniques such as high-angle fire enables archers to assail their foes with deadly precision at even great distances. Constant assessment of the battlefield, in short, enables them to carefully determine the most advantageous ground from which to loose, as well as the nature of the arrows best suited to their enemy. Together with the long bow sentries of the Elezen military, the short bow hunters among the Makote are widely regarded as most skilled with the bow. We've got Thaumaturge. In the hands of a skilled practitioner, thaumaturgy can be a force of terrifying destruction. At the heart of the school of magic lies the ability to call forth and command the latent ether within oneself through deep introspection. To then mold that ether into sorcery, the thaumaturge makes use of a scepter or staff, within which is housed a medium, a natural stone imbued with magical properties. And this one is what later becomes a black mage. Arcanist. Adepts of the art of arcanum derive their might from symbols of power born of geometrical designs hailing from across the southern seas. Held within occult grimoires, these symbols lend shape to the arcanist ether, thereby allowing them to produce myriad powerful spells. Using the self-same symbols to unlock the latent power contained within gemstones, arcanists are also able to summon forth the familiar known as carbuncle to carry out their bidding. Oh, arcanists. My first and enduring love. It's lovely. And of course we've got Lancer. The strategy of the Lancers is to outrage and fluster opponents with their long two-handed polearms, peppering them with a barrage of thrusting attacks. They are trained with a number of weapons, giving a diversity to their attacks which makes them extremely versatile combatants. Carbies are so good. Carbuncles are just A+. I love everything about them. In former times, the long spear saw the most widespread use, due in part to the influence of the proud lancer legions of Alamigo. Since then, the guild has greatly expanded its armories to include a variety of weapons, such as the halberd and the trident, rather. Excalibur? No, Excalibur's a legacy. I don't want to do any legacy. I'll choose, I guess, Leviathan. And I already have a name. So Momo, I just chose because it rhymes. Jagaimo means potato in Japanese. You don't gotta make a new character, Riku. It's a Sunday night too, so yeah, we're a little congested. Welcome to MMOs. Gridania was my first city-state and is still one of my favorites. Almost 2 hours from when the stream started. We're finally getting into the game.
Here. Here. Feel.
Welcome to the silly walk of a female, or of Lalafell in general. They don't walk, they waddle. Say hello to Organization 13.
Here. Feel. Think.
Sigmar, is that you? Please don't tell me they put her in the... Yep. She's in the fucking Dragoon armor with the belly opening. Here, let me expose my damn internal organs. Oh, that Dragoon armor is my least favorite. It's vital that the belly is out, by which I mean vital organs, right there, for you to stab. Oi! Like I said, tactical mid-drift is very important to goons, apparently. Y'all right, lass? You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. That'll be the ether, I reckon. Some are more prone to the sickness than others. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. There is brighter blue armor. I appreciate this opening cutscene so much more than the others because of the fucking Moogles. The Moogles do not appear in the other two city-states. Their opening cutscenes, rather. Feeling better, Kupo? Aha! You can see us! I had a feeling you could, Kupo. We're Moogles, and we live in this wood. Normal folks can't see us or hear us, which makes you special, Kupo. Also, keep an eye on these two. They'll show up again later. And seeing as how you're special, maybe you can tell us something. The wood's been restless of late. Lots of strange things happening. Have you chanced to witness anything suspicious, Kupo? Babe, I just got here. But of course you haven't. You've only just arrived. Well, there's nothing for it then. We'll just have to keep looking. Nice to meet you, Kupo. Moogle, normal people can't see or hear us. Random Melazin teen. Side eyes, said Moogle. Yeah, sorry, the Moogle just took all your booze, sir. I guess Moogles are this universe's version of brownies. Gridania's still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as how you're awake, how's about you keep me company till we get there? These young'uns don't care much for conversation, see? Bremont's the name, and Pedlin's me trade. As for your good self, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business. These days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? The teen silently judging Bremont. To gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune. You know what? Glory. Potato glory. Glory, huh? Well, if you're willing to take on them tasks as other folks ain't, an adventurer such as yourself can win fame what coin can't buy. When you arrive in town, you'll want to report to the Adventurers Guild. You can find out everything you need to know about the adventuring business in there. I went with fortune, me want Gil. That's fair too. Just remember though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Halt! Go no further! What's this then? End goal baked potato. Wow! What's going on? A skirmish has broken out ahead with the Ixal. For your own safety, you must remain here until... And here come the Ixal. Bloody hells. We shall hold them here. Try to break clear. Depends on your definition of baked. I was going to say. Yes, I love the Ixal have such a fun design. All the beast tribes do. That was too bleeding close. Nice of the Ixal to send us a welcoming party though, huh? Joking aside, this won't be the last time you meet those feather fiends, so just you take care, alright? By the by, is this your first trip to Gridania? Yeah. I have to wonder if the Ixal are related to a later tribe or not. It's not really clear. Having played some of the most of the expansions so far, it's really not clear. It is? Well, let this journeyed itinerary tell you the ins and outs of your destination. The city of Gridania lies slap bang in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest, lushest forest in all Eorzea. Though it ain't near as lush as it used to be, saying that. Not since the calamity laid half of it to waste. The destruction prompted a herd of new nasties to move in, and gave the Ixal unneeded encouragement. Birdman raids have become a daily occurrence. Ah, at long last. Behold Gridania, the forest nation blessed by the elementals.
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest, close to the heart of Eorzea. Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania.
I just realized I updated the name of my stream, but not the game.
Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the seventh umbral era. However, the goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul. One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
Hi, I'm a potato. And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's back to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for keeping me company. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'd consider us square. Whether our character likes it or not, that is what's going to happen.
May the matron take her to her bosom, that she may never want. And in her heart, sow serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Two hours and 8 minutes in. Ah, well. Oh, Brema, if you had any idea what was going to happen next, you'd already be making t-shirts. Valid. I met her first! I gotta say, I actually legitimately want to make this starting outfit and cosplay as a Lalafell sometime. It's so fucking cute. You there. Yes, you. Your face is not known to me. Newly come to the city, no doubt. I am Bertinent, a wood whaler of Gridania. It is my duty to protect our nation from her enemies while welcoming those who may yet prove her friends. Let's see which you are. Welcome to Gridania, a vibrant forest nation cradled in the bosom of nature. Please select a control scheme. It's mouse and keyboard. Let's be real, I have never once played the game any other way. I'm not gonna lie, it's so hard to take Lalfa seriously as they come waddling by with a spear that's 3 times their size. I mean, yes. Let's see what you are is such an ominous statement. You're not wrong. Once you've initiated a quest, a prompt will appear, da-da-da-da. Come into Gridania. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Gridania, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. That child has a spear. Whose is this sassy lost child? Another green adventurer, I presume. I thought as much. We cannot allow strangers to wander Gridania unchecked and untested. Before you rush off and begin pestering every second citizen for work, I suggest you make yourself known at the Carline Canopy. That's the headquarters of the local Adventurers Guild, in case you were wondering. The Carline Canopy is the building that you see behind me. Speak to Mother Mayone within, and she will take you in hand. Yes, sir. You've begun a quest. Use duty list. Yes, yes, yes. So, relatively shortly here, I'm going to, once I accept these messages, I'm going to have to then restart the game to get the rest of the messages. Because I've owned this game for so long, and because I've gotten stuff from the Mog Station, which is the optional item store for real money, because I pre-ordered a couple of these games, I get items. Coffee's been gotten? Good. Honorai. Honorant? Ah, give a man a bloody fright sneaking up on me like that. Newly come to Gridania, are ya? Then I suggest you continue on your merry way towards the Carline Canopy just behind me. Mother Mayone will want a word with you. Yes, yes. Nojiro, so this is a good example of a Lalafell name. Nojiro Marujiro. Like I said, repeated syllables. I thought a remote town like this would be the perfect place to turn a profit, but it seems that no matter where you go, success is invariably achieved through the usual combination of labor and luck. New in town, huh? You and me, we must be fond of the road indeed to brave a journey to this god-forsaken city. Hey, I like this town. This is a group of adventurers. They say the 7th Umbo era is corrupting the wildlife in the woods, making the beasts stronger, more aggressive. I look forward to meeting them. Shouldn't you be speaking with Mother Mayone? As he says as he eats food in front of me. Gridania can be such a bore sometimes. All the people talk about is trees and elementals. Perhaps I should try my fortune in a city with a touch more excitement. They say the streets of Ul'dah are paved in gold, and the pirates of Limsa Laminsa will slit your throat as soon as look at you. Land cuisine apart, I've begun to grow fond of this city and its people. The women especially. I would not have believed the Black Shroud concealed such grace and beauty. Yep, I know. Ah, a new adventurer. I do so love meeting fledgling heroes. So young, so daring, so ambitious. Tell me, have you made a will? Good fucking question. The number of visitors in Gridania is on the rise with every passing day. A pity their arrival seems to bring an equal share of trouble. I think I found us the perfect job. Don't tell me. Squirrels again? Another adventure in search of work, are we? Ah, but if you have but recently arrived in town, I must insist that you first register your presence with Mayone. Mother Mayone, one of my favorite beans. Life goals right here. Perhaps also wife goals. Well, well, what have we here? A wide-eyed and wondering young adventurer come to put your name down at the guild, I assume. Welcome. Mayone is my name, or Mother Mayone as most call me, and the Carline Canopy is my place. Oh, Momodi was delightful. I still love Momodi, but Mother Mayone was my first NPC like this, so I love her best. As the heart of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, I have the honor of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the guild here is to help you attain them. In return, we expect you to fulfill your duties as an adventurer by assisting the people of Gridania. A fine deal, wouldn't you agree? To an outsider's eyes, all may seem well with our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a state of constant apprehension. The Ixal and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble. Trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlean Empire to the north. And that is to say nothing of the calamity. Hi, Anne. Hey, Shira, I brought peanut oil in the fire. No, oh, no, not that type of potato. Sorry. Different type of potato adventure. But hello, thank you for popping in. Even now, the wounds have barely begun to heal. Ah, but I speak of it as if you were there. Forgive me. 5 years past, Eorzea was well nigh laid to waste when a dread worm emerged from within the lesser moon Dalamund, and rained fire upon the realm. It is this which people call the calamity. Scarcely a square mom of this Twelveswood was spared the devastation. Yet, despite the forest's extensive wounds, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it all happened. Peanut oil and a fire! We can make crab rangoon, I agree. I'm well aware of how improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is improbable, but it's also true. For reasons we can ill explain, the facts surrounding the calamity are surrounded in mystery. There are as many versions of events as there are people willing to recount them. Yet, amidst the hazy recollections and conflicting accounts, all agree on one thing, that Eorzea was saved from certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. AKA the previous players of the game, before it was rebooted. Whatever else we've misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes who risked life and limb for the sake of the realm. And yet, whenever we try to say their names, the words die upon our lips. And whenever we try to recall their face to mind, we see naught but silhouettes amidst a blinding glare. Thus have these adventurers come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Ahem. Pray do not feel daunted by deeds of legends. We do not ask that you become another Warrior of Light, only that you do what you can to assist the people of Gridania. Fun fact! We don't get a choice in the matter! Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will play your part. All that's left then is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quill. Sign your name right there. Can I have a step stool? Oh, and I would appreciate it if you would use your real name. There's a special place in the 7th Hell for those who use amusing aliases. Momo Jagaimo, huh? And you're quite sure that isn't an amusing alias. I mean, it's amusing, yes. Very well. From this moment forward, you are a registered adventurer of Gridania, nation blessed of the elementals and the bounty of the Twelveswood. The guild expects great things from you. Is she talking to me about my silly names? Yes. Look what just arrived. Another goddamn adventurer. Don't you start with that. Adventurers are the very salve that Gridania needs. The Elder Seedseer herself bade us welcome them with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? Of course not. Lest you forget, it is my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? So, something about Gridania, it is very isolationist. Its people are very low-key racist. It's kind of funny. You, adventurer, mind that you do not cause any trouble here, or I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the 7th Hell. They're very protective and very isolationist. Pay that outburst no mind. He meant only to counsel you. Suspicious characters have been prowling the Twelveswood of late, you see, and the Wood Whalers feel they cannot afford to take any chances. As is often the way with folks who live in isolation, Gridanians are wont to mistrust things they do not well know, your good self included. Fear not, however. Given a catalogue of exemplary deeds and no more than a handful of years, the locals will surely warm to you. On behalf of my fellow citizens, I welcome you to Gridania. May you come to consider our nation as your own in time. The elven races tend to be isolationists. In general, I'm pretty sure that's why they were chosen for this. Now then, you may depend on old Mother Mayone to teach you a few things that every adventurer should know. Yep, Yep. And of course, this instantly leveled us up. Time to do some fundamental stuff. Let us begin at the beginning, shall we? Now that you are a formal member of the Adventurers Guild, we must make sure you have a firm grasp of the fundamentals of adventuring. To that end, I have 3 tasks I wish you to perform. Your first task is to visit the Aetheryte. This massive crystal stands in the middle of the Aetheryte Plaza, not far from the car line of Canopy. It's a whole living with nature thing versus everyone else who is suburban. That's true. As a device that enables instantaneous transportation, the Aetheryte plays a key role in the life of the ever-wandering adventurer. Once you've located the crystal, all you need do is touch its surface. A member of the Wood Whalers will be present to offer instruction. For your second task, you are to visit the Lancers Guild. There's no better place to learn the arts of the polearm. Speak with Jillian, and she will explain the benefits of joining the guild. And for your third and final task, I would have you visit the markets at the heart of Old Gridania's commercial district. There you shall find weapons and armor, and all the various items that an adventurer may need on her travels. There is, however, more to the markets than buying and selling goods. Speak with Parse Montre, and listen well to his counsel. I regret starting in Gridania, I forgot all the fucking French names. The master merchant can be uncooperative at times, so be sure to offer him one of my famous eel pies. Like so many men, he is much more charitable when his stomach is full. Here, I made a batch not long ago. You have your tasks, Momo. May Nofika guide you on your path. Ah, and one more thing. Should you happen to come across any citizens in need, don't be afraid to proffer a helping hand. I'm certain they will be pleased to meet an adventurer in whom they can confide their woes. Granted, the work they offer is often unlikely to be of realm-shattering importance, but prove your worth and build a reputation, and in time folks will be more inclined to trust you with matters of the moment. I resemble that remark Rameone. I also suggest that you lend an ear to the smith here in the Canopy. The smiths are trusted representatives of the Adventurers Guild and are an invaluable source of advice for the neophyte heroes seeking to attain greatness. Also, by doing all of their quests, you can get a really rad set of gear really early in the game. Oh shoot, that's right. I forgot. This little Moogle, created by our buddy Wayne, is gonna cover up the chat. Is this you? Riku, is this you? He hun ha ha fun. If this isn't you, I'm just friending a rando. Jake, there are dyeable versions of that gear, but you get them much later in the game, and they have to be created. You've certainly got a design going here. I do love the kitty whiskers. Alright. It's me, kitty. You little shit. Alright, come on. I'm gonna go do some stuff. Yeah. I think it's like a level 50 crafting thingo. I'll have to look it up. So starting missions. A good adventurer is hard to find. Newly come to Gridania, are you? In search of fame and fortune, perhaps? If you have confidence in your abilities, I urge you to speak with Chancellor of the God's Quiver. You can find him standing vigil before the Archers Guild. The creatures of the Twelveswood have been behaving most unnaturally of late, and it has fallen to the God's Quiver to pacify them. Alas, they are sorely undermanned. For this reason, they seek able adventurers to supplement their ranks. I am certain that your offer of aid would be well received. Well, first things first, I do rather need to attune to the Aetheryte. Well, looks like there's an upcoming ad break in 5 minutes here. Greetings, adventurer! I see you are faithfully following Mother Mayoni's instructions. Allow me to offer you a bit of instruction myself. I am Nishia of the Wood Whalers, and I know a thing or two about the Aetheryte. Yes, that big crystal right there. Aetherites are devices that tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of Aetherites and their connections to the flow of ether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune herself to each one. Truly, few things in this world are so useful to an intrepid explorer. But you need not locate them all at once. Before rushing out into the wilds, I suggest you start with the Aetherites found here in Gridania. Should you wish to learn more about the Aetherite or transportation magic, I am here to answer your questions. I don't, but thank you. They're pretty as shit though, aren't they? You attune with the Aetherite, you are not able to use the return spell. Yep, I know. Let's see, I have to be level... Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and accept a couple more of these side quests real quick. The recent graphic update made them so pretty. They really are lovely. Idel is looking for an adventurer to deliver a forgotten item. Ah, an adventurer! Precisely what we needed. Not a moment ago, we dispatched our newest recruit, Artor, to inspect Miketo's amphitheater. Regrettably, the young Hyor has more spirit than sense, and he charged off without his tools. Suffice it to say, he won't be getting any work done. Would you be so kind as to deliver that to him? Wonderful. Seek out Lohaluk in the acorn orchard behind the atrium. He should have Artor's tools. I forget. Do I have to go down? Ah, no, I do not. Idel set news? Give me a moment. Here they are, still fresh and unused as the day he got them. Doubt he's even realized he left the bloody things behind. First day and he forgets his tools. Draft Saw needs a kick up the... Might as well grab this lady's quest too. Or this gal. Nicolau? Nicolau. I know all about adventurers. You'll do anything for a reward, won't you? Well then, I want you to make Oneli laugh. She's no good with strangers, so first you should introduce yourself politely, with a bow. I bow. Hi. Okay, kiddo. That seemed to work, but she still looks sad. Try sharing the joy in your heart with her. That'll prove how nice you are. Joy. The Lullaby Joy emote is so fucking cute. You're odd. Yeah, that's fair. This behavior is rather odd. I think she's starting to like you. Good. Now that you've broken the ice, I bet that if you surprise her and just start dancing, she'll laugh her head off. An ad in about a minute here. Female Lola dance is so fucking cute. Aw, she giggled. You're a really good dancer, miss. That looked like fun. Maybe I should try it sometime. Thank you. You're pretty good at this. Illy lost her father 5 years ago during all the fighting. She hasn't laughed much since then. So I want to... I mean, we're all worried, but a lot of the younglings have been following me around lately and, you wouldn't understand. Anyway, thanks for the help. And for friendship. Cute as shit. Now, I'm gonna take a few moments here to go get this. Oh, to be thorough, I should be talking to everybody. You stand before the Adder's Nest, the headquarters of the Order of the Twin Adder, Gridania's own grand company. It is here that our nation draws together its military, economic, and technological resources that we may bring their combined might to bear against our foes. These are called the Grand Companies, and they're like, yeah, they're the big organization that you have to choose one of later on. Free companies are player-made guilds. Got scared, my whole internet just dropped. Oh? What happened? Oh! This isn't the direction I wanted to go. Sorry. I totally forgot where I was. I was going in that direction because my brain was like, oh, this is where, the Conjuring School is. No, the Conjuring School Guild is in the other part of Gridania. Maybe we should make an FC? Maybe. We both gotta get through a chunk of— wait, wrong way. I gotta go to the Lancers Guild. I keep getting— oh wait. Oh, never mind. That's just a regular Moogle. That's not the male Moogle. Haskaleen. The headlights quivers hold, home to the God's Quiver, the defenders of Gridania. It also houses the Archers Guild, if you seek training in the ways of the bow. Yeah, I know. Mamu goes by the theater. So there's the big aetherite, and then there's these aetherite shards, which are really only present inside cities. Yes, I know. We were discussing how best to deal with the Ixali threat. Perhaps an adventurer such as you could offer a fresh perspective on the matter? Chance Delou. Bernadette sent you to me? Well, inexperienced or not, if you wish to prove your worth to the people of Gridania, you were right to come. Oh crap, that child with the spear is running straight at me. Run away! You do wish to prove yourself, do you not? A good adventurer is hard to find. Population control. Chanceloop of the God's Quiver is testing adventurers by sending them to slay forest funguars. Ordinarily, the forest funguars that inhabit the Central Shroud are not more than a nuisance. However, we've received reports that vast clouds of the creature's spores have rendered parts of the 12's wood impassable, and ruined crops besides. We periodically cull the funguar population in order to prevent such occurrences, but the creatures have taken to spawning out of season, making it ever more difficult to keep their numbers in check. Though this is indeed a troubling development, the God's Quiver has more pressing concerns and can ill afford to waste time fighting funguars. If you wish to prove yourself, go to the Central Shroud and exterminate 6 of the pests. Use caution and approach them one at a time, lest your adventuring career be cut disappointingly short. And there's another quest in here I should grab too. I think, like, I believe this is a Seeker of the Sun, isn't it? Or is it, so naming conventions for Mikote are also different. Most of them from a certain tribe will have a, like Fa something, and, the F, the whatever letter is present here typically shows what lineage or what tribe they're associated with. Course correspondence. Hail, adventurer. Might you have a moment? I'm in need of a trustworthy soul to deliver a missive to Parnell. You can find her in the shaded bower in the midst of the markets. Why do I not simply go and speak with her myself? Well, as I'm sure you've observed, Gridanians have a tendency to be rather... I mean, in person they can be, well, a little on the prickly side. The matter's not urgent. Simply hand over the missive the next time you find yourself in the markets. Please, as a favor from one adventurer to another. Hello again, Riku! Okay, let's go to the markets. I also am going, I need to accept all of my letters so I can log out and then log back in. It's so goofy to see all of this moving down Limpsa. Oh yeah! Have you never had a main character in Gridania? It was what I started out with. Love to help you, lass, but we ain't nowhere near ready. So all these folks sell different things. The calamity forced many a local merchant out of business. It was only when the Eldons appeared that the markets began a semblance of their former life. Profits are high, but so is tension between locals and outsiders. While it can't be denied the Eldons have helped us greatly, their presence gives rise to new problems. So I've done all the side quests in Gridania, Fafa, but never on the alt at the start. That's tracks. Gridanians, not the nicest of people, yet will offer genuine help. Indeed. My brother Hadrifort and I oversee the Rosewood stalls, while that Eldon merchant Rishushu is responsible for the ebony stalls. Of course, Master Parsamontre holds the real power in the markets. Hadrifort thinks Rishushu is decent enough, lass, but I say that Eldon wench can't be trusted. Aye, she's always out fairly with me, but it doesn't pay to ignore one's instincts on business. Wench is such a mean word for somebody you don't know yet. Hello, sir. By what right does a fledgling adventurer presume to address Parsemontre, master of the markets? You think you can stroll in here bold as you please and demand my hard-earned knowledge? Ha! A merchant is not for naught, especially when dealing with would-be heroes. If, on the other hand, you find some tasty morsel to curry my favor, then I might reconsider your request. Come now, this whole encounter reeks of Mione's handiwork, and more specifically her baking. Don't look so surprised, lass. I smelled that eel pie of yours a mom away. Hand it over. Homemade eel pie. Mother Mione's realm-famous eel pie, served only in her fine establishment, the Carline Canopy. That flaky crust, just divine. Very well, I'm a man of my word. Pay close attention, for I shall only explain this once. The aspiring adventurer need look no further than the Rosewood and the Ebony stalls. Both are but a short stroll from where we stand. If you mean to do battle, you'd best be prepared with a quality set of weapons and armor. Such goods are the province of the Rosewood stalls, directly south of here. You will be pleased to learn that the merchants of Gridania are exceedingly particular when it comes to craftsmanship, so you needn't fear defective straps and the like. If it is potions and paraphernalia you seek, head north to the Ebony stalls. The shelves there are lavishly stocked by a widely traveled Eldon merchants, and I may truly say that I have seen things among their myriad wares that I scarce knew existed. Do you follow me thus far? The first step in any purchase is to select stalls that meet your needs. Then you may concern yourself with the price and profit. There's little more I can teach you with mere words. Go, peruse the stalls and see for yourself what wares they offer. There is no substitute for first-hand experience, after all, and I am weary of talking. Unless you have another eel pie? Nope, just the one pie. Though he's got a new mission. Parsemontrinomics. The master of the Starls is willing to permit an adventurer to assist him in fulfilling an order from the Lancers Guild. I take it my previous explanation did not suffice to sate your curiosity. Very well. If you wish to know more of the markets, I shall give you a practical education free of charge. As a master of the markets, I entertain many requests. This order from the whalers, for example, but I delegate their fulfillment to my hirelings, that I may tend to such tasks as I alone am capable of performing. For your personal betterment, I shall delegate the fulfillment of this particular request to you. I bid you search the stalls for a bone spearhead, a pot of beeswax oil, and a length of brambleweed rope, and deliver them to Saint-Guled of the Lancers Guild. There is much and more to be found in these stalls if you have the dedication to seek it and the coin to procure it. However, as my representative, you need only offer my name as a payment. None will deny me. In fact, many will be all too eager to part with their wares, so numerous are the debts I am owed. A fine proposition, is it not? I am spared a simple task, and you gain priceless mercantile experience. Why, I should rightly charge you for such an opportunity. But worry not. I am a man of my word, and the terms will stand. Deliver the goods to Saint-Guled, and she may even see fit to reward you. Busy work! Oh. Greetings, madam. Might you be looking to secure the services of a retainer? Nope, I've got a letter. A message entrusted to you at the Archers Guild by an adventurer calling herself Femibas. What's this? A missive from Femibas, you say? Whatever could it be about? Let's see now. She wants to know about the available stock of potions at the markets. Hardly a matter that warrants a letter, much less a hireling of a courier. Why should she not ask that question in person? I sense that adventurers from beyond our borders find Gridanians somewhat difficult to deal with. Are we truly so devoid of warmth? If we mistrust outsiders, it's only because so many of them have brought chaos to the 12's wood, and such sins as theirs are not soon forgotten. Yet I suppose we might endeavor to be a little less cold. Thanks, madam. Let's go grab some stuff. Welcome, welcome. At the behest of good Master Parsemontre, you say? To what do we owe the pleasure of your company today, my lady? May I take this opportunity to say that it is an honor and a privilege to serve you. Ah, but you must have your beeswax oil without delay. Yes, yes, feel free to take as much as you require, and you will, of course, inform Master Parsemontre that I was only too happy to accommodate his needs, yes? Girthsid. That's an interesting name. Sorry, lass, we ain't open yet. Oh, one at Parsemontre's? Well, and what was it you said you wanted? A bone spearhead? Ah, here she is. Take it and tell that bastard we're square. I wish I could do accents. Because we've got a multitude of different accents going on here. Wide Sid. Alaric. You got discerning eyes, miss. The craftsmanship's truly something, ain't it? Perfect for securing in the manner of Parsemontre? Gods, if I never hear that bloody name again, it'll be too soon. And here I was thinking I might make a guild today. Here, take the damn brambleweed rope and bugger off. Hey, sir, I'm starting to figure out why you didn't want people, why you didn't want to do this delivery quest, sir. Ego Pichu! Ba-ba-ba-da. What business have you with me, adventurer? You come upon the bidding of Master Parsemontre? Bow and spearhead, the bone of some large mammal, whittled down to a sharp point. Beeswax oil, 1 part softened beeswax mixed with 2 parts olive oil used to treat leather, and brambleweed rope, a thick sturdy rope twisted for common brambleweed. So soon? I'm impressed. I placed my order only a short time ago, and yet here are the items I requested. Truly, Master Parsemontre is every bit as resourceful as they say. You are fortunate to work under such a man. You do well to mold yourself in his image, if you have any aspirations as a merchant. And You are come to the Whaling Barracks, home of the Wood Whalers, the keepers of the peace within Gridania. Visitors are welcome to observe the Lancers in training. More than a few have been inspired to join after doing so. We are also here to... The second part of what we're doing here is to accept the quest. There's also this, Quarrels with Squirrels. Ah, fresh-faced adventurer, the very manner of person I'd wish to meet. The Lancers Guild is looking for someone to track down and exterminate half a dozen squirrels. The infernal pests have been squeezing in under our floorboards every eve for the past several moons and gnawing away at the support pillars. They have yet to inflict any serious structural damage, but thank the builder, but I hesitate to bring such a trifling matter before the Wood Whalers or the God's Quiver, hence my delight at your timely arrival. Why, an adventurer who could not dispatch any woodland nuisances is not worthy of the name, not here in Gridania at any rate. You know what becomes of incapable adventurers. Ah, but perhaps it is best you do not. The scrolls of which I speak can be found in the central shroud. Return to me once you've disposed of them, assuming the task is not beyond you. For your sake, I sincerely hope it's not. And time to accept this. Welcome to the Lancers Guild. I see you brought your own spear. If you seek to refine your skills with a polearm, then you have come to the right place. Here at the Lancers Guild, spear wielders gather to train with one another and further hone their abilities under the tutelage of our fine instructors. More than just an instrument of war, the spear is also a tool for hunting, and with game ever plentiful in the Twelves Wood, the weapon has been the mainstay of the locals here since before the founding of Gridania. With the passing of time, our nation became a gathering place for spear masters from across the realm, many eager to test their mettle against the famed might of our Wood Whalers. And it was here in Gridania that their myriad fighting styles came into contact, eventually giving rise to the art taught here today. The spear technique could be formalized at all. Owed much to the founding of the Lancers Guild by Wood Whaler Captain Mistal, nigh on a century past. The tradition of accepting students from without as well as within Gridania's borders persists to this day, ensuring that the art of the polearm may not only survive, but also continue to evolve. Well, there you have it. I hope this brief history of the guild has helped settle any doubts in your mind. The Lancers Guild is always eager to welcome new initiates. If you have a will to enlist, speak with me again and we can begin the enrollment process. And I must! Well then, have you made up your mind to enlist in the Lancers Guild? The answer is yes. Excellent! I shall let Master Wayne know how to expect you. All who seek admittance in our ranks must present themselves before him. He will judge if you are fit to become one of us. Pray make your way to the training area within. Our guild master awaits you there. Hey, hi, hello! I want to talk to y'all first. The Whaling Barracks lies beyond. If you have no business here, I would thank you to return whence you came. The most polite fuck off I have ever heard. The new recruits are very promising. If they continue to hone their skills, who knows how strong they'll become. The Wood Whalers were wise to allow the Lancers Guild the use of their facilities. Training together can only lead to mutual improvement and better qualified recruits for the Order of the Twin Adder. The Order of the Twin Adder is the grand company based in Gridania. Yuane! Well met, adventurer. I understand that you wish to learn the Lancer's art under our roof. Though you have doubtless brandished a spear before this day, and perhaps even in earnest, you have still a long way to go before you may call yourself a Lancer in sooth. In my capacity as a guild master, I shall guide your training, beginning with the very basics, the principles of our art. There exist a myriad fighting styles, each of which has its own unique qualities. None, however, can be claimed to be as offensively minded as ours. Our approach is ever one of attack, no matter who or what we face. An experienced lancer is able to wield a polearm as if it were an extension of his body. He transforms into a raging storm before his foes, delivering a barrage of devastating thrusts and slashes. To facilitate such a relentless assault, we lancers forego plate, favoring armor of leather and chain, such materials as provide adequate protection without unduly hindering movement. A lancer's worth may be measured quite simply in how swiftly and decisively he can pierce his enemy's defenses. By its nature, the polearm is a simple weapon to wield, for good or for ill. Even in a farmer's hands, it is capable of wreaking considerable havoc. Thus, it has been a mainstay of every great army since ancient times. Yet know that a lance alone does not a lancer make. Faced with unfavorable odds, an unseasoned spearman will break formation and flee without a moment's hesitation. A true lancer, however, flinches not before his enemies, for he knows not the meaning of fear. Ever does he press forward, disdainful of the odds, that he might pierce the enemy line and open a path to victory. Needless to say, doing so requires no small amount of courage, and that is why our guild has striven from the first to instill this essential quality in every soul who passes through our halls. Arduous trials await you should you join our ranks. Knowing this, have you the resolve to wield the lance? I do. Well said, adventurer. I see no reason to deny you a place within our ranks. Ah, but I neglect to introduce myself. I am Wayne, master of this guild. Pleasantries duly exchanged, I hereby assign you your first task. A trial, to be precise. In order to develop an affinity with your weapon and learn to gauge such things as distance, you are to go forth and brandish your spear with reckless abandon. The squirrels, ladybugs, and funguars that roam just outside the city should provide you with a suitable challenge. Put down, let's say, 3 of each, and then report back to me. Hello, did I talk to you? When we must risk incurring the wrath of the elementals, we wood whalers and the archers of the gods quiver wear these masks. However, more than a few of us are beginning to think them naught but superstitious trinkets. I, for one, would be sorely troubled were it revealed that the guardians of the 12's wood could be so easily deceived. Okie doke. Let's go attune to some more of these aetherites. I suppose I could just shoot straight over. I'm told that before they relaunched this game, that the maps were quite bad. Does this open? No. We go Pichu! Wait. Where was I going? Black Shroud. So 1.0 is the term for the original game before it was relaunched. 2.0 is Realm Reborn. Ymitra. My name is Ymitra. I am affiliated with the Sons of St. Koinach, a research organization comprised of Charlian scholars and Eorzean sages. I suppose you might say our focus is on ancient history. My colleagues and I seek to piece together the lost knowledge and technology of the long-buried Alligan Empire. Due to a vast number of fascinating finds, it is the ruins of Mordona that presently command the bulk of our attention. I am here, however, to conduct some preliminary research. The tales my sister wove of the wild realm of Eorzea were what first encouraged me to visit, but beyond that initial curiosity, there is much in this land to encourage an avid scholar. So, fun fact, Ymitra is the sister of one of the primary NPCs in the game. You know why this place is called Apkalu Falls? Someone once tried to breed Apkalus here, or so the story goes. Looks like it didn't go too well, unless they're really good at hiding. Apkalu are these funny little... They're these funky little duck-type dudes. Yushwahe. Some 5 years ago, a great scholar stood vigil before these waters. It said he came here to rally all of Eorzea in the fight against the Garlean Empire. Hi, Louiswa. I do wonder what became of the man. I should like a chance to meet him in person. Yeah, nah, sorry babe, he died. Oh, he did. What's this? You're able to see me? That's amazing, Kupo. That we should thus meet can surely be no coincidence. And so, to mark this fateful occasion, I shall mark you a gift of a magical potion, Fantasia, it's called, and legend holds that it will allow you to alter your appearance. May it serve you well, Kupo. So, Fantasia you use it, and You log out and then log back in, and you can completely remake your character's appearance. You can choose a different race, a number of different things. Let's see. Yeah, let's go attune to the Botanist Guild. Hello. Covered in roses, a botanist named Samian is hoping that an adventurer will pick up her scattered rose hips. Stop right there. Not another step. I apologize if I startled you, but please be careful. The ground here is covered in rose hips. You see, my seed pouch had grown so threadbare that it finally split open. Unbeknownst to myself, I've been scattering azema rose hips all along this road. Oh, good madam, if you would help me gather, I might be ever so helpful. Stares at the 5 fantasias I have and will never use. Same, I have a bunch on Keldred and I will never use them. Thank you. Your kindness is truly a blessing from the elementals. The rose hips should be lying in the road between here and the Great Loam Growery. Remember to tread lightly, lest you crush them underfoot. Sorry, excusey. So, rose hips are real. They're sort of a little fruit type thing that exists. I forget if they exist before or after roses bloom. Either way, people make tea out of them. Fufusha! She's the guild leader and a woman after my own heart. You didn't miss much of anything. I'm slow as molasses. Ethelred. God damn it, another adventurer? You're like flies on muck. Whatever Gridania did to deserve such a plague, I don't know. Rude bitch. I suppose times are changing and they keep telling me I should, and perhaps you might be. Oh, gods help me, just take this azema rose to Waldwu of Stilglade Fane, will you? Well, what are you standing there for? Go and deliver the bloody rose. We were talking, I just got a Fantasia from a Moogle. How do you say this fucker's name? Arche Vaulier. What is today a tiny sprout may one day grow into a mighty oak and spread its seeds throughout the land. It is no different with men. We're all equals in the circle of life, seeking only to survive. These names are something, man. Well, let's first turn... Nope, wrong direction. Let's first turn in this little short quest to this lady, and then continue southward. The nerve of some outsiders, waltzing into Gridania as if they were the elemental's gift to the 12s would. I'd wager most of them don't even know what a hoe is. I'm looking at one. Right now. Hello. Mind the flower plots. You break it, you bought it. That's fair. Hello, ma'am. Good madam, pray tell me you've recovered all the rose hips and abandoned not one to a traveler's foot. The bitter fruit of an azema rose. Blessings be upon you. I feared this path would be lined with roses next year. Not that such a wondrous sight would be wholly objectionable, but azema roses are ill-suited to this location. As a botanist, it's my responsibility to see Gridania's plants grow and thrive in the most ideal conditions. A place for every seed, and every seed in its place, you might say. 'Twas most gracious of you to aid me in my time of need. I pray to the elementals extend you the same kindness. And southward. Let's see. Those conjurers are something, aren't they? Healing the sick and communing with these elementals and such. Truly amazing. Don't suppose you could tell me what an elemental is now, could you? Hello, ma'am. In Sense and Sensibility. You there. You're an adventurer, yes? Good, I have a task for you. Take yourself over to the Conjurer's Guild and speak with my student, Brea. She has her hands full preparing for the auguries and would likely welcome your assistance. In her excitement at becoming a conjurer, I fear my young disciple is pushing herself beyond the limbs of her endurance. Enthusiasm is all well and good, but it would not do to have an initiate collapse from exhaustion. Well, actually, give me a sec. I should attune to this etherite first. Because I'm in the area. And hello! What do you know? It's a Fafa. Well, it's a Riku. Greetings, tall one. I'm not a tall one in comparison to you. We're the same size. I'm a delivery Moogle. Kupo? Oh, I know what you're thinking. Moogles are supposed to hide in trees and avoid contact with outsiders. Why ever would they agree to carry about letters? Why indeed? If I had it my way, I'd be curled up under the canopy of a nice oak dreaming about some beautiful Mooglet with a rainbow-colored pom-pom, Kupo. But no, the moon had to go and drop from the sky, causing all that terrible commotion. Aetherites were shattered, and link pearls rendered useless. For moons, the poor, wingless people of Eorzea had no way of communicating with each other, beyond screaming at the top of their lungs, which no one really approved of, Kupo. That is, until the little horned ones asked us to assist them by delivering messages. At first, we were wary of showing ourselves, worried that one of you might catch us and skin us like you do every other forest furry. But that's bad wording. But once we saw how much we were appreciated, we knew we'd found our new calling. And I personally promised to try and not read any along the way, Kupo. Look what we have here, 20 new letters. Your mailbox is a complete and utter mess. There wasn't any room left, so I had to send back a letter. Yes, I know. So this is Tantalus attire, aka cosplaying as Zidane from Final Fantasy IX. This is, what's his face? The Wild Rose outfit, aka, close as a 5P. Warning, a rose by any other name would not smell as sweet. I forget, he's Furion. He's one of the first game's protagonists, I believe. Enclosed is a 4-piece set of Tantalus attire, be your own canary. FF2, that tracks. Enclosed is a Baron Helm, a Griffin Flying Mount, and a wind-up Cane Highwind minion, and a Vial of Fantasia. May they take you back to a time when 4 was 2 and 2 was 4. Ayy! Joking about how we fucked around with the numbers of the games here in the US. Yes. So this I got from having been subscribed to the game for so long. So the Friendship Circlet increases experience. The Silver Chocobos can be exchanged for certain things. The Aetherite ticket makes Aetherite travel free. And the Improper Greetings is a fist bump. An illustrated manual of vulgar greeting rituals from faraway lands used to learn the fist bump emote. May they help bump you onto the path to greatness. Enclosed is a 4-piece set of Advent attire. May it... Never mind. Advent attire. Because of Advent children, because this is Cloud's outfit. Enclosed is a wind-up Nanamo and a fat chocobo head. May they ever take your perspective when all the world seems against you. I don't remember what I got that from, but, you know. Enclosed is a wind-up Gilgamesh minion and a copy of Inquire Within, an oil painting of realm-renowned agent of inquiry Hildebrand and his faithful assistant Nashu Makaraka. May they bring you laughter and joy. Enclosed as a wind-up Moogle minion, may it ever be by your side through thick and thin. These are all things I got, like I said, for various reasons through the, almost decade I've been playing this damn game. Enclosed is a fat chocobo whistle for summoning a fat chocobo mount. Comes complete with a bunch of crisp young gizzle greens on a stick to help urge your voracious avian friend along. I love the fat chocobo thing so fucking much. Enclosed is a wind-up goblin minion and a goblin cap. Keep them handy when trading lip flaps on important busy deals. So that is kind of how goblins speak. They mash words together. It's honestly kind of delightful. Enclosed is a wind-up Odin minion and complimentary aetheryte tickets. May they cut you new paths and send you to familiar surroundings, respectively. Also enclosed is a wind-up warrior of light minion and a set of barding of light. Wherever you go, so too will light follow. Barding is what they call the outfit for your chocobo. We won't have access to our chocobo for quite some time. Enclosed is a behemoth warhorn for summoning a behemoth mount and a wind-up leader minion. May they take you boldly forward in all your pursuits. Black mage barding and a minion of light. May they blaze the way to a brighter future. Enclosed is a BDI minion and a Voidal resonator for summoning an Aria mount. May they offer insight into the world beyond our own. So minions have no bearing on gameplay. They're just little summons that follow us around, and they're wicked cute. So enclosed is a black chocobo chicken minion and a Cascadier uniform voucher. May they light an eternal flame deep in your heart. The Cascadier uniform voucher is a swimsuit, a plain black swimsuit. Enclosed is a wind-up cursor minion and a vial of Fantasia. May they point the way to a better you. Enclosed is a Corabell for summoning a Quirrell mount. May he bear you to faraway lands. The Quirrell, I have no fucking idea how to say that, but that's the big kitty. Enclosed is a set of behemoth barding for your chocobo. May it strike fear into your enemies. Is a baby behemoth minion. May it follow you to the ends of the realm. And enclosed is a helm of light. May it guide you to greatness. I don't think there's a way for me to delete all of these in one go. No, I don't want to view it. I want to delete it. This is perhaps something I should do off stream. Sorry. But if I don't do this, then I won't be able to get the rest of it. Because there's a 20-letter limit. You have to log out and log back in. Because I'm not sure why it makes you do this, but you do have to log out and then back in. What? Okay, I'm not sure what's up. So, Griffin Horn. A large curved horn that emits a tone so deep it is undetectable by the ears of man. Griffins, however, can hear the somber note from hundreds of moms away, and will be immediately drawn to the sound. Oh, my mail came in. Fun. That's what that sound was. So I won't be able to use a mount for quite some time in the story, but I'm going to use these items. Wind up Cain. A few moments may be needed to allow him to regain control of himself. So it's a Cain summon from Final Fantasy IV? Just gonna stick these back here for now, because there's nothing I can do with these items until I get my retainer. It is 4, okay. Nanamo The automaton vehemently refuses to sit upon any shoulder but Raoban's and yours. Nanamo is the ruler of Ul'dah, and she is also a lala. Mind of Gilgamesh. Several arms appear to be missing, but that does not seem to otherwise hinder basic functionality. It's a Gilgamesh. With his button nose and fluffy paw, this clockwork Moogle will make you the envy of all your friends. Fat Chocobo Whistle. A small, hand-carved whistle that emits a unique, highly pitched tone recognized by your Fat Chocobo as a feeding call. Also, Riku, rather than log out and back in, it does seem like me clicking that button resent the items without me having to log out. Even this automaton's gulple bag is bigger than yours. Wind up Odin, guaranteed not to wipe out your entire party in one fell stroke. Wind up Warrior of Light. Wherever thou goest, so too shall light follow. Ancient benediction. Barding of Light is costume for my eventual chocobo. So is the Behemoth barding. Oh yeah, no, I did that multiple times and logged in multiple times. Oof, that's irritating. Baby Behemoth. We can only hope his mother doesn't come looking for him. Oh, it's just the mounts? That's good. It's not... Quirrell Bell. A tiny brass bell used to summon your personal Quirrell mount, trained on the Pearl by the last of the legendary Quirrell Tamers. These uniform vouchers can go back here, because I won't be able to turn those in until I reach Mordona. Oops, I should have read that first. A leader who will follow you unquestionably for the coin and country, for serenity, purity, sanctity, till the sea swallows all. So this is... when you summon this one, it will create whatever... Before you were affiliated with a grand company, i.e. one of the city-states, it will just give you whatever leader, whatever ruler. Once you are associated with a city-state, it will only summon that one if you use it. Like... if and once I affiliate with with Gridania, using this minion will only ever summon the Elder Seed Seer, Kane Senna. This imposing horn emits a thunderous tone that summons your mighty behemoth. So a behemoth mount. Minion of Light. When darkness veils the world, 3 minions of light shall come. Unknown prophet. This summons a random warrior, healer, well, white mage specifically, or black mage. Black mage barding, an expertly crafted suit of ether-infused chocobo armor designed to mimic the garb of the black mages of days past. That feeling you get sometimes when you are being watched? More often than not, it's him. It's a little beady eye. This is a summon, Voidal Resonator. A metal tuning fork that, when struck, emits a low tone which opens a temporary rift in the void, allowing your personal Ariam, and your personal Ariam only, to pass through to this plane. It's a giant flappy boy. It's the little eyeball bands. Rumors about her being able to fly are completely unfounded. Or are they? For the black chocobo chick. Gonna grab. Yep. 16 more letters. Enclosed are a Death Scythe, Arian Horn, and a wind-up Porom. Or is that a wind-up Palom? Enclosed is a wind-up Palom minion, a miniature rendition of someone who is already quite small to begin with, and the stylish Menfina's earring, which is a useful thingo, and part of why I had wanted to get my mail, because it really jumps up how much XP you get. Revolver, Granny Mount, and wind-up Fran minion. Be sure to keep that last one away from mist, seething, burning, or otherwise, unless you want to have your face ripped off. Enclosed are a pair of Aetheryte earrings and a baby gremlin minion. Feed after midnight at your own risk. I know this was from Shadowbringers. I remember this clearly. Enclosed is the ignition key for acquiring the Falcon airship mount. I told you, didn't I? Some of these are from the Mog Station, some are from pre-orders, etc. Enclosed is the Flying Cumulus seed required for acquiring the Flying Cumulus mount. A storm is coming. This was from an event. I don't exactly remember what event it was, but not everybody gets this. Enclosed is a full set of Eastern Journey attire, now with 75% more monkey magic. It's Journey to the West clothes. It's neat. Enclosed are an Eastern Journey staff and 50 Etherite tickets, gold hooped and compliant as ever. Enclosed is a set of Leonhardt attire, brooding angst optional. It's Leon stuff from 8. Enclosed are a chicken knife, a Sildra mount, and a wind-up Bart's minion. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Enclosed is an original whistle. It's original fat chocobo whistle. Original recipe. Enclosed is a set of butler attire. Snooty accent optional. And now that they have lifted the... It used to be only male characters could equip this. They fortunately made it so that male or female, there's no limits on certain clothing. Enclosed is an Inferno mask. See the world from the burning eyes of Ifrit. Enclosed are 99 magic prisms, wings. Fly like an eagle to the sea of clouds. Enclosed is a set of housemaid attire. Feather duster not included. Male characters can now wear a maid uniform. Thank you, Squeenix. Enclosed is a crag mask. See the world from the sorrowful eyes of Titan. I'm just gonna take a sec to delete this stuff. Sorry, it always takes me a little bit when making a new character to get my ducks in a row. Did your stuff finally arrive? No? Aw. Rude game. Okay, so this is gonna go back here with the rest of the crap. Aryan Horn. This undeniably divine horn emits a rumbling tone that calls a six-legged steed to your side. Any nearby farriers will be rubbing their hands with glee at the profits they stand to make. I'm Arion. I forget. It's basically like this. I don't remember if it is the Odin's beastie or what. Granny Horn, a Stygian horn that, when blown, summons the otherworldly steed Grani. Sildra Horn, a tar-stained horn that, when blown, emits a low rumbling horn tone that can be heard even when thousands of yalms under the sea, the preferred breeding grounds of the legendary Sildra. Then we've got Flying Cumulus Seed. The incantation on this enchanted scroll is believed to birth a wondrous cloud, lighter than air, yet solid enough to bear a rider. Yeah. Falcon Ignition Key. The ignition winds the gears of the Falcon-class airship. Got original Fat Chocobo. The small hand-carved whistle that emits a high-pitched tone recognized as a feeding call by the original Fat Chocobo, meaning the yellow one. I've also got the white one who has a little crown. I like small Barts, and I cannot lie. The wind-up Barts. That's so cute. Baby Gremlin. Feeding after midnight may result in an injury. Yours. Stiletto is guaranteed to not impede progress through markedly rough terrain such as jungles, bogs, and abandoned monasteries serving as prisons for extra-dimensional forces of evil. Thanks, Fran. Porom. The rosy cheeks and pronounced eyelashes indicate that this is the female half of a matching pair, and you've got Porom, or Palom rather. Try not to break it. Alright, well now that bit's over. You there, adventurer. Could you deliver a message for me? My superior, Millicent, is stationed outside Atelier Fenyi. She's doubtless busy, but I'm past due to be relieved. Long past due, truth be told. However, I can't simply abandon my post. Speak to her for me, would you? But choose your words wisely. She's a bit of a temper. And I should accept this one too. Greetings, traveler. Come to see Miketo's famed amphitheater, have you? I am Estain, caretaker of this fine centerpiece of Gridanian culture, and I fear I must needs trouble you for your assistance. You see, it's not only a well-meaning woman like yourself who is drawn to this place. The sylphs often visit in the dead of night, long after our citizens have gone to bed. We have no particular objection to their presence, and they seem grateful for the accommodation. So much, in fact, that last night they left us a token of their appreciation, in the form of vegetables. A lot of vegetables. Their generosity is more than welcome, of course, but the sheer quantity of the things makes gathering them all something of a chore, and it's not as if I don't already have enough to do already. In short, I'd be most grateful for any help you could give me. Speaking of, actually, give me a quick sec. There we go. Oh, no, I don't. Wait, this has level 10 or below. Well, I'm not going to equip that because I'm going to be putting these items away, so I'm going to instead equip this. There we go. Veggies. So right now, we're past the Christmas event and we're on to the New Year's event, which I think is ending soon. But this place is always decorated, depending on the season. I very much appreciate it. I love. Also, thank you, Leslie Fox. I didn't mean to disregard you there earlier. Okay, let's turn a bunch of stuff in. Do I have? Yes, I do. Well done, friend. May Keto herself would sing your praise. She knew well the power of art, how it could strengthen the soul of a nation and preserve its history for future generations. This amphitheater was her greatest gift to Gridania, and it was her wish that all folk use it freely, not only for performances and festivals, but as a place to share memories and make new ones. I wonder if the sylphs come here to do just that. That said, I do wish they would find other ways to express their gratitude. We have no need of vegetables here, but mayhap the Carline Canopy can make use of them. Anyway, thanks be to the elementals for bringing you here today. Yeah, sure. Thanks to the elementals, not for me doing a good deed. What? I'm terribly busy right now, and I would thank you not to bother me. I'm the carpenter of the prestigious oak atrium, and I have repairs too. A sturdy box filled with a set of pristine carpentry tools. Where did I put my... Oh, gods. I take it you're from the guild too, then? What's that? Edel sent you? With my tools? Yes. I was actually just about to go and, This is so embarrassing. My apologies, it's just... I've been so focused on the task at hand. You know, it's a miracle this amphitheater even survived the calamity. It was the Carpenters Guild that saved it, moving it piece by piece and rebuilding it. When I saw what they had done for Gridania, I knew what I wanted to be. But gods, when they told me my first task was to come here. Anyway, thank you for bringing me my tools. You new to the Oak Atrium too, right? Well, let's both work hard for the good of the guild, huh? Oh, and may the elementals watch over you and keep you safe. A sweet little man's. Okay. Well, let's accept this mission over here, or not accept, turn in. Then go do the stuff by the Conjurers Guild. Oh, nope. Millicent, what's all this about? Duim Esan says he needs his break? The nerve of that sniveling little shite crying for relief at a time like this. Has he already forgotten how short-handed we are since that business with the Ixal the other day? And sending a bloody, unknown venturer to do his bleatin' no less. That self-serving sod only thinks of his own woes, rubbling his sore souls while welcoming all manner of gill-grubbing adventurers into our holy wood. Useless bloody fool. You're kind of a jerk. Makes me blood boil, it does. Ah, but it's not you I should be giving a piece of my mind to. You seem decent enough, considering. Still, understand it is our duty to keep an eye on every stranger that passes through these parts. Any road, I appreciate you lending an ear to my subordinate, damn fool that he is. Go on then and stay out of trouble. Well, at least she gave me some potions. That was nice of her. Did I? I don't know that I got this one. I did not. Well, I think the only one I have left to collect, therefore, is the one by the Conjurer's Guild. I appreciate your patience with me tonight, guys. I know that this aspect of the game can be kind of boring to begin with, but I also kind of want to be as thorough as possible so that folks who either can Soup Spoon. I appreciate you, Soup Spoon. Thank you for your beautiful name. Anyway, what I was saying is, I I know that nobody's gonna watch my playthrough of this game, but anyone who does happen to come across my VODs, I want them to get a thorough experience. And if that means reading everybody's dialogue or descriptions and such, I'd rather do that. I love this. I've been doing this with all the city-states, so yeah. So after you attune to everything inside of a city, it usually unlocks one or two places you can teleport outside the city gates, which is neat. Hello, Serpent Officer. Nofika's altar is a place of contemplation. Visitors are asked to refrain from creating a disturbance. None but authorized personnel may enter. Nofika's altar is a holy place. It is here that the hearers communicate with the will of the elementals to men. The elementals govern all aspects of life in the Twelveswood, from the creatures we may hunt to the articles we may bring into their domain. As a result, foreign merchants dread visiting this place, conscious that their wares may be unwanted. Better all me earnings on the auguries I am. I cannot take another bad harvest. That seems like a bad choice, sir. Ahead you shall find Stillglade Fane, wherein the conjurers conduct their meditations. If you have business with them, you may proceed. Welcome, adventurer, to the Conjurers Guild. Here we commune with the elementals and hear their guidance. Yet I must confess, the elementals did not whisper of your coming. A single red Azemia rose entrusted to you by Ethelred. We did indeed request an Azima rose from Ethelred, but that you should bring it to us in his stead means that something wonderful has happened. Ethelred has long held a grudge against many adventurers who have passed through Gridania's gates. His beloved flowers are renowned for their beauty, you see, and were once so highly coveted by Aldan collectors that they were picked nigh to extinction by fortune-seeking foreigners. Yet if it is peace we desire, we must all learn to look beyond mistrust born of the past and overcome our prejudices. So has the elder Seedseer taught us, and so do we live. I doubt it was easy for Ethelred to entrust this Azima rose to you. When he hears we have received it, he will come to know that not all outsiders are deserving of scorn. Truly, it is by the will of the elementals that you came to us this day. Please accept this as a token of our gratitude. Yeah. So, there's gonna be an ad break in a minute 45 seconds. So I'm thinking, because it is getting late and I do have work in the morning, I was thinking, you may know this with the side quest at the start. Oh, I didn't see what you had said before about Nocturne, about the XP and such. I think I'm gonna end it here, because I don't want to. I wasn't considering going very much longer, and I don't want y'all have to deal with a 3-minute ad. So I appreciate y'all coming along for this. I'm going to I'm gonna raid Alderley because they're the only ones still on at the moment. But yeah, I appreciate you guys joining me for this, even when Final Fantasy XIV itself was not cooperating. On Wednesday, I'm going to play Borderlands with the guys, most likely. And maybe next Saturday, I'm thinking about switching up my schedule. I'll let you folks know once I have a firm schedule in place. That said, though, take care, stay safe. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Happy New Year, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Until we talk again, have a good one. Now let's go bother Otterly.